Gay
That's
people
right. No,
rejoice.
Rick, you heard
Rejoice,
the
gay
time I want to
people.
start. You heard I want to start.
Mm-hmm.
I did. I
Well,
actually did not.
let let
That's
Austin start. Which
finish on. Wait,
Gay,
say you want to first.
gay people rejoice. That's all I gotta say. Yuri on Ice fans rejoice.
gotcha.
You can categorize all your life as
Look, I'm not saying anything's gonna happen, but they played History Maker at the fucking Anime Awards, and also they unpinned the movie cancellation post from their Twitter,
Mm-hmm.
and they got verified.
Okay.
okay.
Am I delusional? Yes. Whoever's
No,
phone
not really.
or whatever is
Those
making
all.
that noise, you had your phone. You were unsilenced.
I
There
don't
we
know who
go.
thought that.
All I
But
gotta say.
Jason Voorhees is finally in debt by daylight after 10 years.
I
And you
thought he
might be
was already
wondering,
in the game.
no, he had his own game.
Oh.
He had his own game, but basically the two people who made the Jason Voorhees IP been having a legal battle for years, and that stopped that game. So now we have two different things. We have Jason Voorhees, and we have Jason from the Jason universe.
Mm-hmm.
So Jason universe is basically the guy who created Jason, who was the main guy behind like a lot of designs and stuff. But
Yeah.
he wasn't the director for the movies. So everything you know about Jason, pretty much besides his last name, is canon to Jason universe. He is not called Jason Voorhees.
Ah, the more you know. Mhm.
So that's how they got away with using him in the game for the first time. People been asking him for 10 years, and it only got worse when Freddy got in the game, and it only got worse when Michael Myers got in the game, and then Ghostface got in the game. It's like you gotta get the goat. What are
Yeah.
you doing?
It's like
And
it's
Chris,
like
when I tell you they basically mixed all versions of him from the movie into one character. Like he has a lot of shit.
damn. Even Jason X man, they were able to incorporate that. Wow. Wow.
Kinda.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a lot you can incorporate from that movie besides making him like super fucking dense.
Uh-huh.
But like
Gotcha.
they couldn't do the bow and arrow. I think that's the only thing he really didn't get. But they gave him the
Mm-hmm.
throwing spikes. You got his machete. He can set people on fire. Like he can do all the crazy stuff he did in the last few movies.
Gotcha.
And I think if you've been paying attention, you'll notice it seems Jason Universe seems to be the main thing going forward now. I don't think the people who own the quote unquote movie rights are going to be doing anything with them. Because
Uh-huh.
Jason Universe is also the version that's in Fortnite that came out recently. It's also the one that's getting that prequel TV show that comes out like October, the Crystal Lake
Uh-huh.
one.
Yep.
So I really wish I could read like how this dude just came off on top like this. But he literally just had everything but the last name.
Damn. You
So
see
I'm
the
like, how
funny
did you lose the last name? You think did the guy you're feuding with think, oh, he's not named Voorhees? People are not gonna care.
man, the work you have to go through audience just to use a name, man. Really? Really?
That's what I wonder about the prequel show because when we get to the prequel show is about Jason drowning, and then the
Yeah.
mom's first set of kills. Because remember, she killed people first, and then
Yep.
she came back to kill more people in the first movie when they reopened the park, and that's what they said they killed her.
Yep. That's something a lot of people overlook. Jason wasn't the villain in the first Friday 13th movie. That was his mom.
Yeah, she did two different killing sprees. She got killed on the second one. So we're gonna see that first one, and then they're gonna do a lot of stuff with his dad. So
Mhm.
if you know anything about old horror movie lore, they've been trying to work Jason's dad into a movie since the fourth one.
Wow.
So that prequel show is gonna be about them two leading up to Jason. I just wonder if they're gonna have to make a new last name for him. And they, like I said, they can't use Voorhees.
That has to be such a complicated task to do because whatever you do with the dad, that has to go into how Jason, well, became the unstoppable force that he is. You would expect it to be at least. You know?
Yeah, because apparently the dad's gonna be a serial killer too. Like what the original idea for the show is gonna be the first few seasons of Pamela stuff. And obviously he dies, and Jason comes back, but he's not. He's not big yet. He's still like a kid.
Yeah.
So the dad does the stuff, and then like the second season, like the dad season, and the third season, Jason season.
Oh wow. Yeah.
So you get like the full lore of this family they've been trying to do for like 20 years. So it's either gonna go over really well or really bad.
You gotta work out all the loose ends, you know. You don't want to end up with a situation like the Star Wars prequels or what else? X-Men Origins, you know.
I think that's why they're trying to move on really fast from each person. Like, well, some of the Pamela stuff. You're going to bring the first season, like the first kills that got in the park initially shut down. And then we're going to move on to the dad who's not going to be at Crystal Lake. And then we're going to move with Jason, which also leads to the dad returning. Because the dad was supposed to be in the one with that black. You remember the black dude that had like a black Craven the Hunter type dude that was trying to hunt down Jason, like Jason 5? The dad was supposed to be in that movie.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying that that guy was going to be revealed to be Jason's dad. I'm like, what? What?
No.
Oh,
Jason's dad was supposed to be in that movie because that was the one where they're trying to find, like, oh, this is Jason's cousin. And this is all that. He had to use that girl's body to be regenerated or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dad would be in that one. And ever since that one, they've been trying to find a way to use the dad.
Yeah. But, hey.
But yeah,
you just gotta cover all loose ends, you know, audience. Whatever lore is going to be brought about because of the dad, that's going to be permanent in Jason mythology from here on out.
When it comes to this, the only thing they really have to fix is like, you can't be like, oh, he drowned in the lake, and then 10 years later he just popped up because his mom died. You know what I mean? You can't. Yeah. You have to have an explanation for that because people, if you watch these movies, that shit never makes sense. The first movie ends with Pamela dying, and then a 10-year-old Jason jumping out to catch the lady who killed her. And the second movie opens up with Jason like at like 34. What he's big as fuck. Talking out.
He was still alive while he was down in the ocean, and none of the camp counselors.
He was just awake watching his mom die and stuff. He was like in the woods or something. I'm like, bro, you got to fix this part of the story. Or you do what 5 did when they were trying to say, oh, he might be a Deadite. He might be brought back to the next Comic-Con, whatever the fuck that shit was called. And so just do that.
Yeah. Gotcha.
But that's it. Jason's finally back after 10 years of legal battles. And so that's all I just want to say.
Gotcha. Man, what a road Jason had to get to through his iconic image as of today. I mean, you know, it's still disputed as to who came up with the idea of the hockey mask, right? Right, audience?
That's
everybody claims, oh, I was the one who thought of that hockey mask. Because remember, before Jason was wearing like what, a potato sack as a mask?
Yeah, it was a potato sack in the second movie. Can't get the hockey mask like the third film.
Yep. So yeah. Time reveals all secrets, audience. We'll see.
I think one of my favorites is 9, because 9 was the remake where they basically made the first 3 movies one film. And that way, it kind of just streamlines the whole origin, so you don't really think about it. But he gets that potato sack, and he robs. So he's in someone's house killing them. He sees the hockey mask, he immediately puts it on. And then it was like, oh, of course he likes the hockey mask. He's been playing all these sports at this camp this whole time.
Yeah.
So good to you know how to do archery, you know how to do all the equipment here.
Yeah.
You know how to make traps, that's what they teach you at camp.
When you really think about it, how does it make sense that a serial killer that's deemed in a summer camp will be wearing a hockey mask? Audience, you know?
Well, hey, they can treat hockey.
I mean, well, is it because like that's their reference to because he's from New Jersey, like, you know, the Jersey Devils and all that stuff, the hockey team, you know? That's the only explanation I can think of.
I think that's why I think the remake did it best, where he just got it from some guy's house. And it wasn't like I never liked the idea where he just at the camp. It doesn't make sense to me. You're in the camp in the middle of the woods. I was not playing hockey out here.
Jason's like, you know, I'm really feeling this mask. I don't know, something about this just seems so right, you know? So, hey, sometimes that happens, you know, audience? Like,
but that's it. The legal battle's over. We have a Jason. He can finally come back. They can finally make a movie about him again if they want to. Let's just move on.
Gotcha. But anyway, audience, I guess with that, we reached the 10-minute mark, so let's get on with the intros. Anyway. Welcome to Conflict Live, the news and reviews of the week, audience. You're here, me, Zeker415. Happy Memorial Day, and thank you to all men and women who service our country. So move on.
And you are here with me, Jake Tylenol, and I'm here to say, buy a PS5 today if you have money. I guess I'm talking about.
No, I can't buy a PS5 just yet. I have to get my cosplays going.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. No,
Do not buy a PS5 until they finally say Capt America and Black Panther games coming out.
yeah.
No.
That wasn't for Wait, that's for you.
Do what I
all.
want.
So
Do what I
read
want.
this for me.
But Age Time's Freaky Wall. Jake hates Mega Man now. I don't know if you heard.
I suppose.
Uh-oh.
I'm Richter, also known as the Witch of Jotunheim, pronouns they, he, and yes, the biology of Vulcans.
Is that a book? Is that the novel? The biology of Vulcans is just Spock.
Quote that.
It's just Spock in a bathrobe sitting on a chair.
I was going to say the whole quote. I just blanked out halfway.
I thought you were queuing up Jake pulling up a picture of a Vulcan body and half picture of bust.
Look, did you want me to put on a really shitty William Shatner impression and try to recite that entire phrase?
The biology of Vulcans.
The biology of Vulcans?
Gotcha. Oh yeah, since Jake's not doing, I guess I could say, and together we are the Phanatics.
I was waiting, bro.
Rise.
Here to bring you the news and reviews of the week, guys.
What are you waiting for? You said.
I was waiting for him. It's his turn.
Go ahead.
Pass the baton to you. Like Deku. No, like All Might.
Oh, wow.
Passing the torch to Deku.
Jake, you passed on 2% of your responsibility to the guy who already has to do 95% of the work.
That's true.
Wow.
Because now you're ready to go 100% plus ultra.
5% of that. You better.
You're ready to go 100% plus ultra now.
I'm doing 5% of the work.
Okay, there you go. Which does more than you, Jake? We'll
that is possible.
Yep.
I found it. There is a page talking about the biology of Vulcans. I found it.
Yeah, that's just the Memory Alpha wiki page of Vulcans.
The Academy of Science. Dossier, Vulcans. Immune system, metabolism, and distinct biological adaptation.
Better than humans.
They're just people with pointy ears in my eyes, audience.
No, they got
that is peak racism.
Yeah, they have super strength. All right,
they can run faster than humans.
They can pinch your shoulder and you die or something. I saw it in the
No, you just get knocked out for a little bit. You're fine. They're also telepaths.
They can read you.
I guess I'm going to be invited to the Vulcan cookout audience. So
don't even get me started on the Romulans. That's a whole different conversation.
I'm gonna say if the Vulcans lose it emotionally, they will kill you. All right, they have.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Krypton, think of every emotion you ever had, but with the Vulcan, it's times 2. All right.
It's times 3.
All right.
Everything you feel, they feel more. Nobody got to live with themselves.
Right.
Hey, I see the fighting choreography of Vulcans in the old episodes.
Biology of Vulcans.
That's fair. No, you go by how William Shatner was fighting back in the day. I think I can win too, but that doesn't count.
Yeah, just saying. I think I could take William Shatner based on how I seen him fight against that lizard creature. So
keep in mind, William Shatner was in his 90s. So
no, not back then in his prime. No, I'm just saying back in his prime, which that iconic fight scene he had with that lizard.
Yeah, between him and Thorn. Yeah, I've seen the episode.
Yeah, I've seen that clip.
Okay, that is for a low-budget TV show. We don't know how he actually fights.
That was Mission Impossible in the 60s. All right.
Don't you dare hype that up, dude.
Hold on. So you guys are telling me that I could take on William Shatner in his prime?
No, I'm saying if you were in the 60s, you would have won William Shatner. That's all I'm saying.
I guess you have to rephrase it that you can take on Captain Kirk in his prime.
Yeah. Okay, Captain Kirk. Okay.
Well, you know, might be a prime boxer.
Which Captain Kirk are you fighting?
Whichever one was doing that dumb double hammer attack, okay?
Okay,
it's a
so
very
TOS.
effective move.
Got it. Thank you for elaborating.
It's effective, but I'm just saying, it's very choreographed. I can dodge that one. I might not be able to beat
you know how many times Kirk has tried to fight Spock?
It's like a more effective spirit bomb. If it hits you, you're dead, but it's got to hit you first.
Listen.
Yeah.
So, you have to,
And-
it has to hit you. I'm not there to beat Spock, but I can beat that, okay?
Gotcha.
Look, I'm
Anyway,
not gonna attempt to fight a Vulcan, dude. I'm just gonna befriend the Vulcans.
Gotcha. Anyway, audience, we have for you tonight, some boys series finale discussion. Apparently,
Why you say it like
Captain
that?
America. Apparently, Supergirl and Captain America both had the same idea and wanted to get new looks this week. And
That's
look at
gross,
that,
man.
Iman Vellani, she has some comic book projects coming up in the near future, and
Okay.
a lot of other stuff. And yeah,
So
speaking of
that's about her
future,
new comic book and not that long ass interview she did?
it's a comic book. No, I
We're
didn't know
talking
she had
about
an
comic
interview.
book, dude.
Yeah. She had a whole interview talking about like the future in the MCU and stuff like that.
No, we're not
Nice.
talking about that. We're talking about the comic
Okay.
book that she's
Well,
writing.
we could bring that up when we get to our discussion anyway. So, but anyway, do the social switch so we can get on with the topics.
Yeah, subscribe because I said so, and follow us on Twitter at ComicFanatic69 because I also said so. You can find me on Twitter at Witch of Jotun with an E instead of a U. You can also find me on TikTok and Instagram at witch_of_Jotunheim. You can also find me on Tumblr, Blue Sky, and Letterboxd at North Star Aria. And if you want to commission some cool art when I actually get around to doing more art, hit me up. Hit me up. That's all I gotta say. Hit me up on Instagram
you go.
specifically. Maybe TikTok, but definitely Instagram. And if you want to find Austin, you can make your own Austin, but no one has done it right. So we haven't had an accurate Austin just yet.
Mhm.
I'm just saying, Austin, I'm disappointed by that.
I'm disappointed in Jake. He didn't make me correctly either.
I know. It's like it's not that hard. Y'all ain't doing it right. Anyways,
It's just that Austin has a perfected brick wall serum in his veins, audience. No one's able to clone him or make a better serum.
it's like
than
Frosty the Snowman. You gotta make it just right or else it's not Frosty. Anyways,
that.
Crypt is just chilling like he always is apparently. And Jake, where you at? Where did I put you last?
Bro, I'm stuck in this fucking black hole looking for like 6 cards, bro. This shit's be toxic.
Dude,
bro.
why didn't you fucking tell me earlier? I could have gotten you out of there. You know this?
No,
It's not about
that sounds without context.
it's not about getting out, okay? It's about saving the goddamn world. All right?
I don't think you realize how stupid that sounds without context. I'm in a black hole looking for 6 cards.
Looking for
What?
the 6 pieces of Exodia. All 6 pieces of the puzzle.
Yu-Gi-Oh! I was about to say, like, what are you
No,
referencing?
Yeah.
You know there's only 5 pieces, so the piece you're at that little D card they be making a joke.
Yeah,
with.
that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I need the 6th one for it, yeah.
Oh boy. But anyway, audience, I guess with that we can move on to the topics of the week. So,
Oh, I'm gonna zone out for like a good 10 minutes.
Gotcha. There might be some interesting talking points.
Why
with
did
this
you use
switch.
Ben's
No, because
photo?
I don't give a shit about the boys.
Wait, it's fine. You can go mute for a while. It's fine.
Yeah. Well, Austin, you should have given me a picture, Dan. I didn't know.
You wanted to talk about this train wreck. I didn't want to talk about it.
Oh, boy. Okay, audience. So, okay.
Because what I
This
want to
is
see
actually
was going to be the butcher picture of him smiling at the camera. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. But The Boys has been a franchise I've been hearing on and off again for a couple of years, audience. I mean, I personally never watched it. Frankly, the first time I started looking into this Homelander character was when everybody started saying, "Oh, John Walker, you're the Homelander of the MCU now." And then when I looked more into who Homelander is, I'm like,
Wait, who the fuck told you that? Whoa, who
yeah,
told
you're
you?
just that when that infamous moment happened in Falcon Winter Soldier, people started saying that John Walker is the Homelander version of Captain America. They even drew fan art of John Walker with Homelander.
So,
and I'm like,
Twitter everybody.
And I'm like, and when I look more into who
Homelander doesn't use Twitter.
I'm like, you're serious? Huh?
You don't use Twitter. How you see these?
What was that, Austin? I see them on YouTube and Google searches and that stuff. The comments. Gotcha. But anyway, when I look more to who Homelander is, I'm like, you're seriously comparing John Walker to this psychopath right here?
That's crazy.
Oh my god! Okay, John jumping a marathon with 1 inch. Why don't you? You know. So
Mm.
yeah, just because there's a character of an American flag as his cape doesn't mean I was going to be obligated to watch it. You know. So I mean, okay, yeah. What really interests me in this season was to look more into Soldier Boy. Okay. Before any of my comments, I did try not watching this because of Soldier Boy, because I was like tired of like so many fractured depictions of Captain America being considered successes. You know, we've already had that with John Walker, with Peacemaker. And then when I hear Soldier Boy, I'm like, can I just get a positive depiction of
Jake, I'm about to
Captain
send you
America?
a picture. Can you add this to the thing, please?
In a second.
Gotcha. But god dang it, man, when I started seeing clips of this guy, I'm like, okay, I can see why he is a fan favorite.
He's just funny. He's just fucking funny, bro.
Yeah, he says so many things that will get him canceled, but audience, you kind of need to be indestructible to be saying half the stuff that Soldier Boy is saying, you know. So that's why I really like the character. I know what they were going for, and I feel like it works with him, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I think it worked in season 3. I don't think it worked in season 5.
That's something I wanted to bring up, right? I feel like when I finally got my first. Oh damn! Let me bring up the picture. When I finally got my full dose of the boys, it works. That sort of humor works for Soldier Boy, but then it just kind of really gets dulled since everybody in the show tries making jokes like that. You know, which
Yeah,
That's
but
the
he
problem with the
delivers
last
them
two
the
seasons.
best. That's the only reason.
That's why he told you not to watch it.
Yeah.
yeah,
Listen, as
like
someone who hates the boy, I've hated it since I started watching. Okay, I've never
oh
liked
boy,
the show.
Hey, you like what you saw in season 1. It was okay back then.
I didn't watch
I,
season one.
I
You
would
watched it,
I
though.
would Yeah, I would compare this more to like the MCU humor, but at least with the MCU, they at least realize, okay, yeah, maybe this is detracted from the stories we're trying to tell, and we are
That's
going to
also
tone the
that's
MCU
also
up.
not entirely true because every most MCU characters joke in a specific different way. So Tony's jokes are not going to sound like Steve Rogers' jokes. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Yeah, but like in
Here,
this, like
everyone's just being edgy.
Right.
yeah, like that. What's her name? The Kimiko gal.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah,
The
like
first season, she can finally talk, y'all. She cannot talk the whole show. And the first season, she talk. Every other line is a porn joke.
yeah, like she mentions like Frenchie. I've seen you snort cocaine up your dick hole. I'm like, what? Like nowhere, or Mother's Milk, like looking at Butcher with a bunch of machine parts, and he's like saying, what, you're making a sex bot, or something like that. Like
Yeah. See, in
yeah,
season 1 to 3, it really was just Butcher making those jokes. It really was just to show that he really wasn't that different from the heroes he was fighting. Because a lot of the heroes made those type of jokes. Like Soldier Boy made those type of jokes.
yeah.
And as time went on, every other line for Frenchie became that joke. Huey started copying those jokes. Even
Yeah.
Starlight at one point started saying those jokes this season. And like, this is not your character. This is really boring.
Exactly. Like even in moments that are supposed to be serious, right? Like there comes an episode where it's Frenchie's funeral. I couldn't tell like you needed to make this a serious moment, like a sad moment. Yet when you're reading the last letter by Frenchie, he's mentioning, yeah, I've also seen all your buttholes. I put cameras in the toilet, this and that. And I'm like, okay,
Why?
come on, really? Like, what was the purpose of that? Is anybody laughing at that, or just are they laughing at the joke, or are they laughing at how stupidly placed that moment is?
I don't know. I was laughing.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
sad part is how shitty they handled his character from season 3 to 4 to this season. I would say that shitty comedy and him writing that in his will fits. That's the bad part about it.
Okay, it's consistently bad
It's
for the
consistently
character.
bad, yeah. Way before
Yeah,
Frankie.
okay. Gotcha. But then you have like someone like Soldier Boy who, he comes from a different time period where again a lot of the stuff he would say back then would get him canceled today, like those stuff he said with Noir, right? Like, you're not funny. Now shut your cockhole and get to work. I'm like, oh boy. or like when there's like a boardroom meeting.
Niggas say worse than that all the time.
Okay, or like when they were having that boardroom reading and you had Firecracker evaluating their stocks or whatever, saying we receive a rise in growth, and then Soldier Boy is there saying I'm I'm going through a growth myself, like in front of everybody at the boardroom. Like, you know,
Yeah, but
so.
that's you're only saying it's like Soldier Boy specific. That's not really anything new for the series. They do that all the time.
Okay. Well, it's
No,
just
what
I'm
makes
not.
it work is
It's
just
either
what
one.
makes it work
No, I
is
know. I get what
his.
he's saying, but I get what he's saying. I'm
Mhm.
saying that the heroes, all the heroes do that. They've been doing that since season 1.
No, what I'm saying,
Oh,
I think it just comes down to the actor because his delivery just
yeah.
fucking great. Like
Oh, yeah.
when he makes
Um,
those jokes, like it's like his cadence, it's the way he
Mhm.
says it so confidently, so
Mhm.
like brazenly. There's
Right.
like it's a unique way he says it that makes it funny. That when the other characters say it, I'm just like, oh, there's just another one, and then
Yeah.
that's
He
it.
has like the
Yeah,
machismo voice of that to
right.
deliver that. Like,
Mm.
geez, how hard? How hard the butcher suck your dick to make you miss him that bad? His mouth must have been like a Hoover Deluxe. Like,
Yeah.
that was so
Um.
funny, you know. So I,
it
I
really
can see.
wasn't. I was annoyed by the time he got to that point because every other line he said we did some
Mhm.
edgy sex thing. He can't
Mhm.
even talk to him without bringing sex into it. It was getting aggravating. Every time
Yeah.
any conversation happened, he immediately just went to, "Oh,
Well,
you're actually gay," or "you're this, you're that." It was
well,
just
we'll
boring
see.
after a
I
while.
think because if I remember correctly, season 3, I think
In
Huey brings
season
it up.
3, he did it, but there's even moments where he has serious
No,
times
no,
where he
no.
don't cut at all.
I mean, Huey brings it up. If I remember correctly, then the fourth something. He's like, "Why is everything you say like a
Yeah,
fucking sex joke?" Like that was supposed to be like a quirk that he specifically has. But as you said, it's hard to differentiate that when everybody does it.
you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying. So
Yeah,
by the time we got to him coming back and like even in season 3, I think it was fine because it was mainly his thing and it was Butcher's
Mhm.
thing. No one else was really doing it besides like the Deeper and stuff. So
Yeah.
once we got to season 5, where everyone's been doing it for 2 seasons, I didn't care about his dialogue. I didn't care about him doing this other
Yeah.
stuff because the main thing they used to claim about him in the show was saying he was racist and all that stuff. And that's the main stuff they're not showing.
Mhm.
because he has to have a prequel soon.
Yeah, prequel where him and a Nazi are the main 2 characters. Yeah,
Yeah, and they're probably gonna tone her down.
Oh boy.
um,
I just gotta say, I'm looking at fans' response, and like I can see why people are liking to hate this guy. You know, I mean, he
I
was
wouldn't even say.
he was
I
an
wouldn't even
actor of
say.
success.
I wouldn't
they
even say.
have not liked him at all this season. All he did was eat up screen time. They only liked him in season 3.
From
Okay.
what I
So I
said,
don't
from
think you've been
what
looking
I've
at fan
seen of him,
response that well.
Mhm.
for people like, so I didn't watch most seasons, but I just watched the clips. Because to be honest with you, like I said, I don't really like the boys. I didn't see season 1 and 2, but when I watched it, season 3 with Austin in front of the channel, Tony,
Mhm.
I just remember being like, it's just like, well, the characters are making a lot of stupid decisions this season. Let's just get that out the way.
Yeah.
And then it was just kind of
Season 3 when
like,
I started hating the boys as a team.
right. So, and I
Yeah.
also remember just being like, it just feels like a lot of this is just edgy for the sake of edgy's sake, you know.
Yeah.
But I will say the
Which,
consistent. Oh God, Austin, you gonna say something?
yeah.
Those are me, that was him.
Oh, I thought Austin was gonna add something.
No, go.
Oh,
No,
No,
go
I was
ahead.
definitely saying something. I didn't say
oh,
anything.
Oh, okay, my bad. But I was gonna say that, yeah, I think it felt like it was kind of edgy for edgy's sake, and a lot of the characters want to do these like moralistic stand-ups for like a dire situation. Like someone's like, "We can't do this, or we're gonna be just like them." It's like, well, you're not giving me any of the options. I don't know what the fuck you want me to do. Like, what?
Yeah,
You know
but
what I
you
mean?
gotta
Like, it's
remember,
like,
season
what do you
3
want me to
was
do?
the start of the downward spiral for the team where it's like, oh, we can't trust Butcher. Fuck Butcher. End the season, something bad happens. Next season start, oh, Butcher, you're back. Thank God. We need you. We don't want to work for you, but we need you. And then
Right,
they did that 4 seasons in a row.
right.
No. I
I don't-
will like to make a comment on season 3 because I have seen Soldier Boy's story in season 3 right from clips. It still scratches my head as to why everybody decided to backstab Soldier Boy, even though their whole mission in the
It's almost
show
because if you
is to
watch the
kill
show,
him.
he tried to murder a child.
Well, no, I mean
I
you could
still feel
just
like
said
that was
like
a little bit unavoidable. That was like, I just get right out the room and then just have a little
No, no, no,
moment
no.
of
yeah,
Because
like,
he
no,
did no. Because he easily could. You're saying that, but him showing he was going to murder the child even after they stopped Ryan from attacking him, he was still
mhm.
going after
Oh
Ryan.
no, he was gonna
Yeah,
go after him. I'm just saying we could at least get rid of Homelander. I was like, we could
No,
figure out something. Like,
they
just
could
fuck
they
with-
could have just said, okay, wait, that was not part of the agreement, Soldier
they
Boy. We're
did
just
No,
say
gonna
it was.
that.
follow
No,
But
no,
Homelander.
it
that's why
was.
you got
It
to
was.
watch
It
the
was.
show.
Yeah, yeah, no.
Oh,
Okay, so
okay.
Crypto, for the context, the reason why Soldier Boy was taken off guard because he had a conversation with Butcher because for a second he wasn't gonna hurt Homelander. He was like, you know what, he's my son. Like, what am I doing? And Butcher's like,
Mhm.
well, yeah, your family doesn't fucking matter. He basically said that. And
No, like
so when
he
he gets to
told
that
him,
moment, he
yeah,
sees
he's
Ryan.
your
He's like,
son, but he's trying to fuck you over. They replace you with him,
right.
Mhm.
And
and you
so
didn't raise him.
right. Yeah, and so
Okay.
like he gets to Ryan, sees Ryan is basically Homelander's son. He's like, "Oh, I'll kill that kid too." And we're just like, "No, you can't do that." He's like, "But you just told me the other. What the fuck are you talking about?" Like, what? So like he's a bit confused. My thing was like me personally. I mean, Soldier Boy is not gonna. Well, I guess we found out season 5 he would, but at the time, I wasn't thinking that Soldier Boy was gonna like be a part of Vought or be as bad as Homelander. So my thing is like, I'm getting right out of here and just making Homelander fight him, and I'm getting the fuck out of here because that's, and then we'll just deal with him some other way. Then he's just
also,
That
awful.
was
He's
my
not the
problem.
world's
The whole point of MM storyline for season 3 was that Soldier Boy is just as bad as him. He even says that in his when they were putting the mask back on him.
mm-hmm.
I don't remember. Well, I know he says that, but I
Boy,
don't remember that ever being conveyed. I mean, it could be. I just forgot. But
look, Soldier
No,
Boy
no, I
seems
didn't think
more.
that's only MM storyline. That's the only time they focus on it. That's my problem with it. That's what I'm saying.
okay, yeah.
Soldier Boy just seems more reckless, but like when you come to somebody
No.
like Homelander, he seems more directing into chaos. So that's so that's the way I see it, at least.
Right.
From what I've seen.
Yeah.
But yeah,
He
it
didn't-
is kind of.
He
It
didn't
is
seem
kind of weird, 'cause,
ambitious, which is why I would have just kind of tried to get Ryan out the situation. That would have been me personally.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, and you also have to consider the fact that like Soldier Boy is literally the one and only superhero in the planet that can actually kill Homelander, which makes it ironic because like by the finale of this series, yes, you did need his power to kill Soldier Boy, to kill Homelander. I mean,
Well, there's also other things that could have used to kill Homelander, apparently, but that's what it is.
Oh, okay, yeah.
No, I mean, even in
not-
that season, remember, like the gas could have killed him. There was a superhero that could have knocked, a
Yeah.
suit that could have knocked him out, and we could have dealt with him. We could have just found a way to kill him while he was out. I mean,
Yeah.
there was like multiple ways to get rid of this guy.
Okay, yeah, okay, like I was kind of like a little curious about that. Like, if you had some way to hold down Soldier Boy, couldn't you have used that method on Homelander then? So I'm just saying,
And you didn't see this scene, but in season 3, Maeve, who isn't in this season, I don't think, she like jammed something in his fucking ear, like with her super strength. So I'm like, oh wait a minute, we can actually like really hurt this guy. Like actually.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah, Soldier Boy story in 3. He's been betrayed by his team, and they try to frame him as this committed soldier who's noble. But every time you learn anything about him from the legend, you find out he wasn't actually a soldier. He didn't actually do anything on D-Day. He showed up 2 weeks later to act like he did something. He was a fake soldier living up to his own hype. He was a racist dude who ran around and he killed MM's grandparents.
Okay,
And his dad died trying to find a way to sue Vought to help for his family. You find out every time he says he did something, or I love Kendrick Countess, I love these people, but all he did was abuse them, beat them to a bloody pulp, and then was surprised when they betrayed him.
Okay, that part I did see. Okay, yeah, he was a toxic worker to be around, but just
he beat his buddy almost to death every day to the point this kid sent complaints, and people thought he was sexually abusing.
Okay, I did see that part. Like, I didn't think they needed to go as far as to imply that he was sexually abused, because I think like him getting assaulted was just horrible enough, So
it would explain the sex jokes he keeps using. That's Soldier Boy. Like, it's always on his mind.
Gotcha.
The problem is that character, as it was, at least if he ended in season 3, would have been fine. In season 5, they go back on 90% of the stuff you learned about him. Suddenly, he actually was in the army. Suddenly, he actually did do a lot of stuff. Because I don't know if you remember, in season 3, the whole point of him being at that camp was their first military thing, and then he immediately got captured.
Yeah, that's also one thing I wanted to bring up, because I have heard people saying that like Soldier Boy has never actually seen combat, but I saw the trailer for that Volt Rising show that's coming up. Which
now just them retconning. You don't have to worry about it. They just them changing everything they said.
Oh, okay, because I thought that at least from the trailer, it implied that that Soldier Boy at least attempted to be an active hero in that series in that time period.
It was like Captain America 1, but they just stopped.
The point he signed up for it was to be a hero. The problem was, like we saw, Vault heroes aren't real. That's why he was only deployed 2 weeks after D-Day. When he was the mission where he got captured by the Russians was the only time he went into active duty in the active war. And he immediately got captured. He did not actually see any real true combat outside of training.
It's like
and he couldn't even train that well because the people he's training are way weaker than him.
It's like the inverse of Captain America 1. He was the propaganda machine, but when he tried to break out, they just didn't work out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
And that's why in season 5, we're suddenly like, oh, actually, he did a lot of stuff. Actually, he didn't love Karen the Council. He loved Clara Stormfront, that Nazi lady. So we need him to love her for that show to work. And that's why every time something happens, people talk about, oh, that's what Clara would have wanted.
Mm-hmm.
You made the symbol of America, your universe, fall in love with a Nazi.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
A Nazi who's so great Nazi, she does not give a fuck. She will actively abuse black people in front of her black boss.
Oh, wow. Okay. I know very little Storefront, so I'll take your word for it. So, yeah. So,
Stormfront, it says Gribbit. Stormfront is easily... Stormfront would be like if Red Skull had a wife. That's how they treat her in this show.
Okay, gotcha. Yikes. So, I don't know if they'll be able to write a way to justify why Soldier Boy feels so...
Oh, they're just gonna soften Clara. That's all they're gonna do. They're just gonna do what they do with them. They're just gonna redo her.
This is right after they had the whole season 3 where he said the other chick was the only person he ever loved, and he always thought she was gonna come save him. Before he even found out she betrayed him, he was talking about how he was gonna start a family with this lady. This is the only lady he ever thought about having kids with. And then suddenly season 5, he's like, "Oh, actually, Clara, I love her. I always loved her. She was the love of my life."
Oh boy!
Actually, the showrunner found
world in his country to give Homelander a V1 because a Nazi he liked in the 40s.
Actually, the showrunner made a script for a prequel, and we wanted more Storefront. So we're not,
everything with Soldier Boy for this season was to set up Vault Rising. His whole character changed multiple times. He flip flopped on liking Homelander every episode because that's what he needed him to be conflicted for Vault Rising.
Gotcha. So glad to hear.
They wanted him to help Homelander, but they didn't want him to be seen as evil.
Gotcha.
I would have just had him kill him, Homelander, personally, but that's just me.
They had to write him like saying Homelander is too weird for me, bouncing.
And then they took him out of the season finale after all that bullshit they made us watch on him and show. Everything with him and Bomb Sight, all that stuff just for his prequel. They didn't have him not show up for the finale. So we just wasted all that time developing him for a show I'm not going to watch.
Yeah, that's one thing I wanted to bring up because it did look. Even though I haven't watched The Boys, I can at least notice that they really rushed a lot of things towards the end, which is kind of funny because a lot of the show was like taking breaks to add The Boys humor, like hey, got people sniffing each other's butts or making their sex jokes. So it's kind of weird that you had to make the ending feel like it was real rushed, So,
I don't even understand the point of adding all that. From my understanding, the pitch for The Boys, like if superheroes were real, they'd be like this. And I'm like, not everyone's a sex crazed addict, bro.
And I'm sorry. It made more sense because Vault was using drugs and stuff to basically manipulate their heroes. They needed to get someone addicted to smack to do something for you in your company. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, but it's not just the heroes; it's also the regular people.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's like in the comics that would have been explained because of the drugs or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, maybe the writers all. Well, I also have to remember. Like I watched the credits too. So what? Seth Rogen's also is executive producer of this. So it's just his.
Yeah, that's why he didn't see the episode and got killed. He deserved it.
Yep.
But let's move on. We can't keep talking about Soldier Boy.
Okay, so let's bring up the main picture. Go ahead, Austin. What did you?
Oh wait, Austin. Before you know, when I put this in, you can't see it, but on the actual thing, it says R.I.P. Bozo.
Yeah,
I just wanted you to know it.
Oh, I thought you were saying it was on the picture. I was looking for a picture after this R.I.P. Bozo.
No. On our picture playlist, it just says R.I.P. Bozo. That's all it says.
So
I was like, this should have been the thumbnail picture, right?
We got him.
So I want to go over a little bit of their journey of finally getting the Homelander, and then we'll get into like just we won't have time to really get into every character specifically. So I'm just gonna go over the worst of what season 5 did to some of these people. I want people to realize to get the Homelander in season 1, the only thing they were able to really do was kill Translucent, an invisible guy.
Yeah,
and they exposed V1. That was the journey of season 1. And season 2 was Stormfront. We did all this. We finally took down Stormfront, who was only introduced in that season And while it did turn out she mattered a lot to the narrative for some stupid ass reason, at the time, she didn't seem that important.
Okay.
Season 3, we got Soldier Boy, and that's the closest we got to beating Homelander. And then, for whatever, how it ended, we ended up having to put him back on the box.
Yeah.
So we didn't accomplish anything really that season either. I don't think any member of the 7 died, nothing. Season 4 is I'm going to say the worst season for the boys, to be honest.
No.
Every character probably had their worst moment ever in this season. It's really not good.
It's the falling off the cliff seasons.
Crypto, did you watch season 4?
We see a guy get raped and his girlfriend blame him for it.
No. He got raped twice, and then the director said I did it because it was funny.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
It was a lot wrong this season, and we really didn't accomplish anything. Anytime a person of the 7 died, it was mainly because Homelander killed him.
Yeah.
Like, people don't know, in the comics, we go through almost every superhero team before we get to the Homelander. So the build up, you feel it. You feel the enemies getting stronger, and you feel it's having to be like do more messed up stuff to get closer to Homelander.
Shonen type.
Here, they don't really. You do a lot of stuff, but you don't really accomplish anything until this season. And even then, it's still Homelander killing most of the 7. The only person they killed was, like I said, Translucent, Old Father. That's it.
Okay.
The whole show. They killed a lot of other suits, but they had nothing to do with the 7, which was the goal.
Wow.
So we finally get to hear they've been hyping up Homelander going crazy and taking over the world since season 3. In season 3, he said, and when it's finally time for me to go all out, I'm going to go outside. I'm going to laser down the cell phone towers, everything I can do to keep communication down. Then I'm going to destroy the Pentagon, the White House, and I'm just going to go crazy and start fucking shit up. So they've been setting this up, this scorched earth idea, since that moment. And then he reaffirms that when he talks to Butcher in season 3. And we finally get to this fight scene. And after giving him V1 in episode 7, and actively telling you he is stronger than he's ever been, you see his laser finally reach space and everything else what they could not do before.
Yeah.
He is by far weaker than he was in season 3 when the fight happens. In season 3, Soldier Boy, Huey with super strength, and Butcher with super strength could not hold him down.
Mm-hmm.
He was still able to fly out the room. His laser was still going through walls and stuff. Jake, they show Kimiko get shot with a bullet, and then she get lasered by Homelander, and it does less damage.
That's wild.
This is also after he casually lasered her in half season 3.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but in the same episode, didn't he send a guy into space in like 5 seconds?
In 2 seconds, he took a guy to space and landed in 2 seconds. It was timed.
Yeah.
And yet, anytime he flew at them or tried to leave the room, it looked like me jumping across the room.
Yeah, some inconsistencies in power scaling there, audience.
They show you a scene of A-Train going slow motion like the Quicksilver scene, and then try to convince you he can't dodge when going at high speeds.
Mm-hmm. No.
I know the whole point, like, he almost ran through that person like he did in season 1. Well, you just showed us him do a Quicksilver scene of stopping on a dime to save Huey. You can't do that and then also say he can't control his speed and how fast he goes at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Going through the building, saving people from that bomb, can clearly stop on a dime, grab people, and then leave. But somehow A-Train with the same scene cannot do that.
Oh wow.
Then they had that same scene, Homelander keep up A-Train at his highest speed. They want you to, and then they show you that Butcher is not fast enough to grab A-Train or grab Homelander in that same scene. And in the final fight, Butcher grabs this man anytime he tries to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Butcher was slamming dude around by the president's office like he had a belt.
Like, you would think like a fight between 2 Superman level beings would be like, cross cities, right? Not in one secluded room,
Actually, that was crazy. If Zack Snyder probably should have directed the finale of The Boys. That probably would have been his finale.
I think the fights would be good, but I think the writing would have been worse.
No, the writing would have been worse, but,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Make him the choreographer.
If you saw every poster for this, the posters for these were 3 posters for specifically. Vault Tower lasered and knocked down to the ground. Homelander in space lasering the planet and setting off nukes. And the final one was them 2 fighting outside the White House itself.
Yeah.
So they made you think the scale of this battle was going to be something crazy, but it really was just Ryan Kimiko, who didn't do anything the whole fight to the end, butchered, fighting this dude 1v1 in the president's office.
Mm-hmm.
And not to mention they killed old father with the fucking sex toy.
Oh yeah, the iron ball, that gag ball thing. Yeah.
And the way they did it was so dumb. So they tried to do the Black Bolt death.
Black Bolt. Yeah.
The difference is not only is the ball not really stopping his mouth from being open, so he can still yell with no problem. To be honest, you're holding it, so his force should just knock the thing out your hand. You just strap it on him.
Oh yeah, it was a regular guy too who just put that gag ball in his mouth too. So
and also you did it way before. Like Black Bolt screamed, his mouth was stuck, so he had no way to leave out his mouth. He was panicking. Yeah. Old father had enough time to just blow that same breath he took in out of his nose. He did not have to scream.
Yeah, this goes to the point I was saying earlier. It does feel like the writers felt like okay, oh crap, we're down to 1 episode left. We gotta rush. We gotta kind of speed things through a bit. You know,
you had Starlight in the Deep, who she's been wanting to kill this whole show. In the last minute, she tries to be the quote unquote hero and convince him to be better. But she took him to the beach where he's at his most powerful.
I wanted to ask that, like, what was the point of, like, you know, taking the Aquaman guy where the fight is in the White House and just taking the fight all the way by the ocean?
He took him an hour away, by the way. It was very clear they just want her not near the White House for the finale.
Yeah.
She flew this man 1 hour away to the beach to talk to him. Huh. And then when she was fighting him, instead of using her power, she was getting her ass whooped. And then when she finally used her power, all she did was launch him to the water, which she did not know would kill
him. Yeah. Again, things definitely felt like they were rushed towards the end. So
everything that felt with Gen V meant nothing this season, by the way, too.
Wow.
You see the Gen V people come in episode 2 and like episode 7, or it'd be in episode 8, I don't remember. And they basically just told, hey, go home. And they're like, oh, the United States would be in danger, so go to Canada. You need to leave. So they really make you think there's going to be some high-scale, big battle. And it really just one run.
Wow.
I think the idea is supposed to be, and I don't agree with it, I'm just saying this is what it is. I think the idea is supposed to be that instead of the comic where it's like it's just Butcher and Black Noir and Homelander having this, it's supposed to be like we went on this journey with the boys, so it's the boys that have to work together to take down Homelander, so they can all have a moment. But I think you would have justified this by having them fight other members of this hypothetical 7. Before
they kind of did. You had Huey and MM versus Old Father. The problem is they don't have power, so they have to kill him through an instant bullshit way, or he'll just kill him.
Right. I'm saying, like, imagine if, like, Sister Sage was actually competently evil still, and maybe Kimiko and Starlight.
I don't even want to talk about her.
Yeah, but it's like Kimiko and maybe, well, I guess Starlight's fighting the Deep, right? So Kimiko and who else? Somebody else is fighting Sister Sage. You know.
This is why you probably should have kept Black Noir around. You could have had her fight him.
No, I agree, but at this point,
no. I don't mean the clone. I mean the actual character who got killed.
Yeah. I also just would have had, and I don't, instead of Black Noir fighting Homelander, just have Soldier Boy and Butcher do it like they were going to in season 3. That would have been a great turnaround.
Yeah. If people don't know in the comics, there was a twist that that Black Noir was actually a Homelander clone. He was a deterrent. If Homelander went too far, he was going to kill him. But he got tired of waiting for Homelander to go too far. So he basically did a lot of horrible stuff that gaslight Homelander into losing his shit.
Dang.
So instead of having that be Noir who come in to do the 3v1, the 1v1v1, you do Soldier Boy. So you still had them team up against him. And then if you need to, you can have Kimiko depower both of them.
Yeah.
And
the problem is they don't want you to know what happened to Soldier Boy until his show comes out, because they want him being released again at the end of that show. I assume.
But you know what? That could have been also pretty cool too. Like, imagine if that was Soldier Boy's, because we kept the season 3 version where I actually didn't get to see War. I wanted to, but these man's a propaganda thing. And this was his first time being an actual hero. He's like, actually, I can't be a hero now. I can choose to take out my son. I can win this thing. Maybe he dies in it. Maybe he doesn't get to do it.
My problem with that would have been they set up all this stuff for him and MM, and all that gets abandoned in this season.
That's true.
The closest you get is MM being like, "Why'd you call this racist dude?" In this episode, in the bomb site episode.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's like, if you murder your family, your whole thing in season 3 that you want this guy gone. This was your Homelander. And it gets nothing.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then I want to bring up Sister Shake real quick. This lady basically put it encrypted. There would be like, if Reed Richards was evil, he said, "I'm gonna make Victor Von Doom king of the fucking world." And then when he becomes king of the world, he's like, "Oh my god, I'm surprised, and I'm gonna leave. Y'all got this, right?"
Oh my god.
Again, audience that happened with Homelander that made him stronger, she did. And then at the last moment, she said, "Oh, take my powers away. I'm finally happy. I'm just gonna go to Disney World." And she left.
What? Okay, audience.
I was
this is an
hoping
example.
Homelander was going to show up and kill her.
Yeah.
This is your fault.
She's the only one out of the 7 that survived, really. So damn.
Yeah.
By the way, I just want to say, so there's a show, the side tangent, but it's related. There's a show called Hellbound. It's a great show. Hopefully Netflix puts a gun to this dude's head and tells him to make a season 3, but whatever.
Oh boy.
There's a character whose entire thing, she's like a government agent, and she's supposed to be like the highly intelligent one. They do her character the way I wish they would do more smart characters. Where it's not that like she's intelligent, but not everything goes her way. And what makes her smart is that her ability to adapt to the situation. Like, she's not like, "Oh, I planned this the whole time." It's like,
I was bringing it up. I was going to bring up Ivan from Bleach. Ivan from Bleach is probably the best example for this.
Yeah. Like, I would use that as an example, like somebody that's so smart that they're confident about their plan, but then when something doesn't go exactly according to plan, that's what causes them to mentally break. Like, no, this wasn't supposed to happen.
The problem is the way she lost was because, even though I knew that Soldier Boy loved his son, I didn't think he was going to get him to V1. One of her powers is literally emotional understanding and empathy, something, which implies that her guess and everything she made should have been made accurately based on her already knowing he loved Homelander. She should have been able to predict that he would give him the V1. She had no reason to think he was not going to do so.
Also, this is like an adult show. Everybody should know logic is based off emotions, okay? Your internal logic is based off your emotional perception of something, okay? There is rarely a situation where you're divorced from your emotional state to make a decision. So that's
you see, it's stuff like this where I start understanding why nobody seems to be satisfied by how this show ended. So
I think the depths are good. I don't think they're great. I think Homelander is okay. I think him being powerless and freaking out is fine. I didn't like the deeps. I think the deeps were too fast.
Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't the deep have like at least some level of super strength or anything like that?
Yeah, so that's what they did. So they killed him the way they killed Translucent, where it was like, "Oh, we're gonna put something up your butt because your butt," and then just shove it to your face like that. That didn't kill Translucent.
Oh boy. Okay, yeah. I mean,
but the problem is, like, after hyping up the Deep's death for so long, and him being so, I won't say annoying, but the Adam's going to your side, you're expecting like at least something drawn out. It's just such an instant death and it's over. All the animals go there acting like they're about to do something, and literally just one octopus, and that's it.
I like that better. I mean, I would have liked the whole.
I wanted to see like
story,
it start going to his gills and fucking him up from the inside or something.
Yeah, I mean, I did like that from a story perspective. That like, okay, this Aquaman stand-in, he's now the most hated person in the ocean. The second he goes into the water, they're all going to rip his ass apart, So, but it was all one and done.
If Starlighter knew that, I think it would have been fine, but she didn't know. It was the most accidental, her first true win, and it's really just the biggest accidental death of all time.
Yep. Again, things had to be rushed for whatever reason.
Homelander, the fight was not great, but at least like him begging and really losing power for the first time, and I don't want to quote his dialogue, but if you know, you can watch that scene.
Yeah.
But it's very funny from seeing this guy possess the power of the whole show. become powerless. But I can understand people who didn't like it because anytime he almost lost or was losing his powers, his thing was more anger than immediately breaking down.
Yep.
So I can see people who want a more angry response at the very least before that whole begging scene, and you really didn't get that.
I don't like he tries to punch Butcher just like beats the fuck out of him, and then he just gets scared. He's
Yeah,
like,
that's
"Wait,
all I was
stop."
laughing at. I was like, bro, you were talking about in season 2 and 3 how much pain you've been through, even by like super person standards. Like you've been burnt to a crisp and then oven and all that stuff. Yeah, though you lost your power, not change the fact that you should know pain to a degree.
Mm-hmm.
At least swing back one more time.
Yeah. Yeah.
That dude took a punch to the face and oh my god. I can't believe it. I'm like swinging back, try.
So basically, what I'm hearing is like these sorts of deaths had great moments. It's just that we would have liked a build up to those moments. You know,
It really is the most middle of the road finale I've ever seen in my life. Like I'm not satisfied with it, but at least it's better than Stranger Things. That's the only thing I can say.
Wow.
At least some people here got satisfying arcs in some way.
That's at least the best compliment I've heard from the series finale out there. So yeah.
But I'm telling you now, I don't want to see Soldier Boy's prequel. As it seems you retcon everything you set up that I liked about him, and then the whole point of the show is that all the heroes here are going to be corrupted and racist and fucked up. Why would I want to see that?
Mm-hmm.
If he actually was a Capt America like dude on this team, I think it'll be fine. But we know he immediately gets corrupted or whatever the fuck's going to happen, like super soon.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
Well, that's what we know, but you just established that they're going to change things for the
I know, but I'm saying that based on what we know, why would I want to watch it?
Yeah.
Well, we'll see what happens. I mean, I assume the studio still wants to milk whatever product they can from the boys, even though the Homelander's dead, you know? So.
Though I thought it was funny, because The Boys does have a short prequel comic called Dear Becky, and it's about when Butcher first started killing heroes under Mallory.
Oh, wow.
And when he first meets MM and Frenchie, and every issue starts with him writing a letter to Becky telling her what he did and trying to find a resolve to commit to killing all superheroes.
Gotcha. Well, like you say, what else is there to say, really? So
yeah, like I said, we can't really go over every character, but none of them really had a great depth. Even like Butcher's, you know, him going to kill all superheroes was the hype, the biggest part of the comic, really, at the ending. Gotcha. It really felt dumb here. He put the virus in the sprinkler system at the White House and we're going to set it off, and he said, "Oh, this is going to be airborne and overtake the planet." You could have did this a lot simpler, bro. Why'd you come back to the White House to do it?
I heard an interpretation that he actually just wanted someone to kill him, and he just was too kind.
Yeah, well, no. Like he said, he did want the whole point. He liked Huey and his brother and stuff. He wants someone to be that break for him, and I agree. He did want someone to stop him, but it was very clear until he saw Lenny in Huey, he was still going to hit that button. So he got lucky that Huey just worked up the nerves to shoot him. Let's be honest.
Gotcha. Right. I mean, the ending with Butcher kind of felt like Coyote finally catching the Roadrunner. You lose all purpose in life after you catch him.
I think I've been fine with that. That was the case, but it was like, oh, I finally get Homelander. I'm going to restart my life with Ryan and my dog, and then the dog died from radiation from chemical, by the way. Because if you look at the scene. They set up, oh, she's radioactive. We should not be around her. And that's the last scene the dog is in before he passed away.
Oh, dang. Well.
And then Ryan's like, you're a bad person, too. I'm going to go stay with MM.
So, wow. Yeah, he really had nothing left to live for after he lost his dog, man.
I didn't watch this last season. Did Butcher fuck over Ryan in some way? Like, what? Why does he say that?
He did kind of fuck up. So, Ryan's and Butcher relationship broke because Butcher was trying to rush Ryan to be ready to fight Homelander in season 4. And in that moment when it happened, they told Ryan that that Homelander R-worded his mom. And he responded by pushing Mallory, which killed Mallory. So that kind of broke the bond and trust that those two had with each other.
So at the end, Butcher got what he wanted, but it ended up costing him everything. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, we are approaching the hour
Yeah,
mark.
it's fine. Let's just move on. It's over.
Any final thoughts on this finale before we move on?
Can you
I'm-
keep going for another 20 seconds so that we can officially reach an hour?
Okay.
Oh yeah, I am not like I said. The Boys Vault Rising isn't even the only sequel show. You know they want to do The Boys Mexico, which is supposed to be after The Boys.
Oh
So we
boy.
have a prequel and a sequel. And it's after
Okay, thank you.
canceling
That's all I
Disney.
needed.
Gotcha. All right, guys. Vault Mexico. Let's see what happens with that. Anyway, with that, audience, let's move on to the next topic. Which do you want to do the honors of this one?
You're gonna have to show the
Wait.
picture because I don't know what
Oh,
you're.
Gotcha.
We're getting a one-shot comic for Marvel Token, like the fighting game. Yeah, I don't know much about this actually.
Marvel Tokon First Strike tie-in comic. And I know why they're doing it. I don't know how many people actually gonna care to read it.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I don't
I'm
even
probably
play the
gonna read it.
game.
I'm probably just gonna read it because the promoter's here. The promoter doesn't get used in a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The promoter is one
promoter
of the
the one in the
elders of the
background?
universe, like how the collector and the grandmaster. Yeah, in the background.
Well,
Mhm.
she serves, so
Yeah.
So it's like it's a new one of them. So I might check it out to see what they do with her. But
It's just
it isn't. I think this comic could be very important though, because if you read like the dialogue for like each character, like when they introduce who's in the game. Apparently, Civil War and Planet Hulk happened, and it broke the Avengers full on. But this is their first time working together since those big moments.
Oh.
intriguing.
So Cap doesn't really trust Tony and Hulk. Hulk doesn't really trust Tony and him. And Iron Man doesn't trust them two either.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think that's an interesting dynamic in your team-based game. That over the course of the game, this is going to be the main team regaining their trust.
Right.
Because Cricket, Planet Hulk happened in a different way here. Because Cap agreed, and he sent Hulk to the Savage Lands. And to be fair, I think he only agreed because he's still on the planet. He's just in the Savage Lands. Like, we need to send Hulk away for a little bit, let him cool off, send him to the Savage Land.
That seems like a dumb idea.
No, to be fair, the Savage Land, it's really calm. It doesn't have dinosaurs, and that really don't do shit to Hulk. So,
but if he got mad, he's like right next door. I don't understand.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like the Hulk. It's not like the Hulk could jump continents. After
that's what I'm saying.
all,
Like, I thought the planet thing made more sense because he can't realistically get back here if we put him over.
That's why I'm wondering, like, what was so bad for what happened in the Savage Land that was so bad for Hulk. And Planet Hulk, he got sent away. He was mad, but he got over it. He was able to build a life there. And then when that ship blew up, he thought the Avengers tried to kill him and ended up killing his wife.
Mm-hmm.
Also, that wasn't the planet they were trying to send him to. They're trying to send him where he could be alive.
I know, but he thought.
No. I'm just adding that context. I'm just saying there was
we actually see a what if comic where he goes to that planet. He lives pretty much a successful life in peace. But going to the Savage Land, it's like, bro, you're like one continent away. You're fine. Why are you crying?
Yeah.
For real, you could just like pull up anytime.
And not only that, you have friends there, bro. You got what the guy's name?
I know exactly who
you got Donna
when it comes to people.
Donna and her boyfriend.
Kazar. I think that's the name.
Kazar.
You have the little tiger man, the tiger thing. You're fine.
And then the mutants.
There are people hanging out. There's people.
Yeah, that dinosaur dude that's trying to cure cancer and don't want to do it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Sauron there too.
There you go.
You have the dinosaur guy who can cure cancer.
But chooses not to because he wants to turn people into dinosaurs. Yeah.
Yeah, that guy there. That's kind of fun.
Yeah. Did you know he was one of the best parts about Weapon X, in my opinion?
I can see why. No.
I hated that book.
I do. If this comic does address like those backstory elements, I will read on the channel. I'm very interested to see that. With X-Men, X-Men, right? They're just going through the same shit. But
Austin, I think you're expecting a lot from a one shot. I mean, who's writing this book anyway?
To be fair, I don't think it's a one shot.
Oh, okay.
I said it was a one shot, but I might have been wrong.
Well, Austin, this will all depend on who they actually got to write this. I don't think they're going to get Chip Zdarsky, but there's also a chance they might get a Greg Pak.
But I'm sure it won't be any
it's gonna be
in-depth make sense thing.
this book.
Yeah. Yes, big
I'm
plot twist
kidding.
of the
I'm kidding.
century,
I'm not writing
audience.
this book.
Which?
Look, listen. If Marvel ever lets me write a book, I know exactly what one of my first.
It's Steve Orlando. Isn't it the Wanda
Oh
man?
boy.
Oh,
boy,
yeah, I know who
Steve
Steve
Orlando.
Orlando is. Yeah.
Okay,
That's
okay. So
Wonder
we
Guy,
already
right?
know. So we already know this book is going to be mid lukewarm at best, audience. So
Yeah. So
okay. That's putting it a little me, isn't it?
But,
well,
no, I
okay.
said
For
this
our
before.
personal taste, he's a more mid to good writer.
Yeah,
I
mean,
like
for
his
me, just
stuff.
more mid. For me, it's more
Um,
mid. You know,
Well, I'll be the
I
good
mean,
Eddie. I'm sorry. Yeah.
I would like to see something great from him, but I just never have seen. I mean, the last thing I saw him write was it 3099, and that was a epic fail of a book. Like, you know,
You're an
so.
epic fail of a book. Ayo.
but
Well, did
so
you
it
read
does
that book?
not say if it's a one shot or not, but it does say Tokon Fighting Souls #1. So
Mm-hmm.
it might be 5 issues. But it's him and Ryan Stegman. And the whole point is to show the story of the Fighting Avengers and the Unbreakable X-Men, and then go over the lore of the world that this game embodies.
Mm-hmm.
So we
Yeah.
probably will see why they sent him and what
To the
pissed him
Savage
off.
Land specifically.
Yeah, to the
Mhm.
South specifically of
I'm
all
just
places.
saying,
Well,
why the Savage Land though? Literally, like you said,
I
it's
know.
literally like a continent away.
Maybe Steve Orlando just wanted to write the Savage Lang, I guess. You know, like that's his.
Also, why
That's
did they
his.
say
No, no,
they
no.
just like,
This all
hey,
Just write a Savage
Japan
Land book
trophy
then.
designs. Yeah.
why
Yeah.
they were just like yo, Hulk,
No.
just so you know, we just think you should take a break. You know, maybe you just like head out to Savage Land, you know, be like, chill.
No,
Yeah.
get some
Just
get
go
a
to
I'm
just
more.
go
tan
have
I'm
on
a
there.
spa
kind
day in
of.
the Savage Land. Why not?
Right.
I'm
Yeah.
very
Right.
interested to see this version of Civil War because obviously you can't do all the heroes that was involved in it, at least
Yeah.
physically, because they all won't be in the
Yeah.
game. So I'm interested to see
Mhm.
what was because I don't believe it's a chorus, bro. I don't think it can be the chorus again, especially in like
Nah.
a game setting. So I do wonder
Mhm.
what the big argument was that just broke the Avengers as a
Question.
team.
Question. Who's this? Who's this gal in the background here? This cover?
That's the promoter I brought up earlier.
Oh. Oh. Okay. The promoter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the sister of the
Um.
Grandmaster and the Collector and all them.
Gotcha.
And also Marvel, you should hit me up. I have good ideas for books, and if you want if you want a first appearance of a new character, hit me up. I got you.
There you go, audience.
And if
there
I
you
do
go.
get this book, like I want to do greenlit, y'all better review it on the fucking channel, bitch.
We also did find out that Ghost Rider's team is going to be called Ghost Rider the Outlaws. So it's not Midnight
Okay.
Suns. And if it's
Aww.
Outlaws, then it's probably like Elsa Bloodstone, Blade, or somebody else.
Yeah.
Then why not
Yeah.
just call it the fucking Night Suns?
Because
Too obvious.
they made dumb names for all of them. We got the Unbreakable X-Men, the Fighting Avengers, like every Avenger team doesn't fight.
That's fucking
Yeah,
stupid.
but we love
Anyways,
to
give me
fight.
Alpha Flight in this game and I'll buy it.
Which made a promise, audience? Which made a promise? So.
It depends on what console this game is on. If I can get it on my Switch, then that's perfect.
no.
Okay. Gotcha.
I'm just saying.
Anyway, yeah, we'll see where it goes. I mean, if this is Steve Orlando's best work, hey, I'll be happy to praise him.
Oh, no. You was right. I was right.
Know, so.
It's an anthology one-shot.
Oh, one shot. So, well, you
Yeah,
can't
it's no
expect
fun.
everything you're looking for to be in a one
To
shot
be
book,
fair, the
audience.
game should have a story mode, so I assume it tells us that when we go to the adventure side, at the very least.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because I need to know why Steve agrees to this and why the Savage Land, because that doesn't make sense.
I know you need to explain the Savage Land for me. Just
Oh, I'm
explain
so-
that, and we will give you the grace.
Oh, wow, I'm so
Yeah.
glad we finally got rid of the Hulk. Oh, he's back? Who could have foreseen this?
He's back like
Oh,
3
no.
weeks later. What happened?
I'm not gonna lie,
The fucking
if they
Savage
don't
Land.
explain it, I'm going to assume Civil War is about to start and no one wanted to fight Hulk, so they just sent this nigga away.
Oh, I like the scene.
They're like, go
No.
on a little vacation.
No.
And then
I want the scene from I want
We'll
the scene from
text you.
Samurai Jack where he's like, "You're back already?"
They're like, go on this vacation to the Savage Land. We'll give you a text, or a call, or an email or something. We'll fax you. You know, we'll fax you.
Gotcha.
Hulk, I'm gonna be real with you. Thor's not here. We don't have anyone to fight you. You got to leave. We can't do this to you.
It's not fair. It's like they're
Fun.
picking teams for like the game. They're like, listen, it's not gonna be fair if you're here. You just like
Fun.
you're just heavyweight, all right?
Funny enough, audience, that was the storyline reason why they had to get rid of Hulk and Thor during Civil War, is because they would have been too heavily powering up
But
whichever
Namor
side they're
was here.
on.
And that's why they said, "Fuck it, we're gonna make a robot Thor."
Yeah, remember
That
which
killed
Namor did.
killed Black Goliath, and he's still not
Yeah,
back.
remember which
Hashtag
Namor.
bring Black Goliath back.
And then what's his nephew going to do? Which, like,
I don't know.
what's his nephew going to do?
I'm still in the camp of bringing Marvel back. It's been too long.
Yeah.
They could
Yeah,
figure.
but no,
They
just
could
to go back
find
to your,
out a way. I didn't say that he has to be back as Black Goliath. I'm just saying I just want him back.
Mhm. But yeah, just to go back to your point on Namor, like he did pop up towards the final battle. That was it.
He
you
just
know?
like pulled up. He just pulled up for
Yeah.
0.5 seconds, and then he's like, "This shit's lame. I'm going home."
No, it's just that again, like he would have swayed the side too heavily on one side because it's not just Namor; it's going to be an army on whoever side he's on.
It really did feel like,
Here's
like,
the thing
oh,
about Namor
Steve's going
that
to a
people
fight. I
don't
gotta back
get.
my boy. Invader Troy.
Namor does whatever the fuck he wants. I'm just saying, if like say like Jim Hammond was in this fight, he probably would have hung out with Jimothy over here.
I think that's the only reason he joined because he was out of it. Him and remember Sue came down. They were out of it.
Yeah.
It really felt like he only showed up to help Steve, and that was it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, because like if Namor's gonna help anyone during Civil War, it's probably gonna be his besties.
Yeah, I mean, like, what does he have to persuade him to join Iron Man's side? I mean, Reed Richards is on Iron Man's side.
Okay,
even
he
more
doesn't give a
reason
shit
to
about
join
Reed.
Cap. Exactly, even more reason to join Cap's side. So
Bitch,
he doesn't have any buddies.
Steve was one of his good besties during the war.
Yeah,
the war
definitely.
capitalization, bitch. Trademark that. Okay, the war. Okay, so Steve, Bucky, Namor, Jimothy, and Toro. Okay, and maybe a couple others that I'm blanking on because I haven't read too many Golden Age comics. We're working on it.
Gotcha.
Marvel Unlimited sucks. Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah, why did Toro get comics? That don't make sense to me.
I don't fucking know. We'll discuss that another. We'll discuss that on a random like Wednesday or something. I don't know.
Gotcha. Anyway, you guys have any final thoughts before we move on?
Not really.
Okay. I just hope he does okay explaining, bro. I need to know. I don't want to wait for the game for the whole plot for it to be that.
The only thing I care about is why the Savage Land. That's it. Anyways, we can move on.
Gotcha. Anyway, let's move on to the next topic. I don't know why my processor is so slow. Okay. Which do you want to announce this one?
Yeah, Iman Vellani is writing a new book, a new comic. And you know what? Good for her.
Chachu by like Image Comics, I believe. Yeah.
Good for her. You know what? She's delving into the comic scene more and more, and I'm proud of her for that,
At least with her, it makes sense. Like, you heard that time, like, two random actors, like, oh, we're going to do a comic book, and they had, like, no experience with comic books.
No, like, she has some experience with comic books, mostly just as a fan.
At least for her, she wrote a book about her own character that was well received. And then she pushed her own book.
Yeah.
Which I think is totally fine.
I actually might pre-order this book whenever pre-orders pull up.
The last examples I could think of were what's her name? That girl from Supergirl. What's her name?
The actress of Dreamer. I know she's wrote a couple books on her character.
Oh no, I was talking about her. There was someone in a movie recently that did it, and then CM Punk and them did it for some reason.
Gotcha. Andra from He-Man. That character, that actress did an issue of her character. And in this one, so Iman Vellani is going to be writing a book. I don't think she's going to be writing much of it because she still has an acting gig to do at the end of the day, It's going to be called Chachu. If she is going to be writing more books, though, I kind of would like to see more versatility from her because, like, the last book I saw her write, she was writing Kabal Khan, right? Which, okay, it makes sense.
Well, this is a good step. This is a good step into more shiz.
Actually, not really, because if you read the premise, right, this is going to be set in 1979 following, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing this, audience, Laila, who is a 19-year-old Pakistani-Canadian young woman who loves films and pulp novels and all that stuff. Yeah, okay,
well,
so it's
keep in mind, she's going to write stuff from her similar experiences. I mean, I would too, because that's basically half the shit I do.
Yeah, but you also kind of need to take yourself out of your comfort zone. It was like the same problem I had with Alyssa Wong, right? Her last book with Marvel was Captain Marvel, And Alyssa Wong's thing is like, I'm gonna make every single book I write an Asian-led book. And now that I'm writing Captain Marvel,
What's wrong with Asian-led books?
well, if you write Captain
During
Marvel,
AAPI month, really? Are you gonna go there?
wait, stop,
Are you
like,
going
look,
there during AAPI month?
I'm talking about like somebody like Captain Marvel, who literally has no Asian characters in her supporting cast, but yeah, Alyssa Wong
Are we
went.
really doing this during AAPI month?
I'm just bringing up a fact, like a criticism on Alyssa Wong's writing.
Do
Like,
you
she
hear
can't
that,
make
a lot of
audience? Do you
writers-
hear that, audience?
A lot of writers fall into this trap. Like Tom King does it,
Yeah.
where it's like,
Yeah.
oh,
There you
because
go.
I'm writing
See?
Batman,
See, you
or
can't
I'm
get
writing
shit.
Mr. Miracle, or I'm writing Vision, so they have to be them and their lovers have to be written like me and my wife.
Yeah, pretty much.
Bitch. And the
I mean,
same
look-
goes for artists too. Alex Ross basically does the same shit with his art.
He gets different models to
But a lot of the
get
times it's
inspiration
based
for
off
other
of
times.
him, okay? It's fine.
I know he doesn't draw.
Okay.
He doesn't draw Superman.
You think he looks like his
Captain
Superman?
America. Yeah, like
He uses
Yep.
himself as a reference
Oh.
a lot of the times.
Damn,
He
I
gets-
was just talking to myself for like 10 minutes. Oh my god.
Thank God.
Were you on mute the whole time?
I was on mute. I was
Yeah.
I was trying to, okay. I was gonna say that for Imani that has Imani written Captain Marvel yet? Has she written? I mean, Miss Marvel.
No,
book
she's
yet?
No.
only wrote Miss
she's
Marvel.
written. She's co-written Miss Marvel book.
She wrote the book where they made her X-Men.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was gonna say maybe she did this one, this
And,
original character, so she could pitch. Hey, I could do Miss Marvel. Let me do that. I thought that was like the thing she was going for.
Nah.
Um,
And this
No, it
book,
feels
she's
more like
doing
she
the-
wrote Miss Marvel and then got her own idea. Well, I can do my own. I can do my own version of this for my own with like full control. If I go to
Right.
Image Comics.
yeah.
Yeah, so. But yeah, I just feel like you as a writer audience, you have to be more versatile. It's like I recall Christopher Priest, right? You know when DC hired him to write during Rebirth, you know who they want him to write? Cyborg. Yeah, I wonder why they want him to write Cyborg,
Well,
but he
keep in
denied.
mind,
I thought to do right Black
he
Panther. I
still
don't think
is
he's writing
very
Black
new
person.
to writing comics. So
No, he isn't. Christopher Priest has been
no, I'm
around
talking
for
about
years.
Iman. I'm talking about
But
Iman
no,
Vellani.
yeah,
She's still
I'm just using.
fairly new. So like, give her some time. Give her some.
I'm
time.
just using Christopher Priest as an example because they
Give her-
wanted him to write a black character because he was black, but then he actually denied that, saying, "Well, no, I have more to write than just people in my community." So he chose to write Deathstroke, and that's
So
the book
good
he
to
wrote.
know that Cryptid's not
Yeah.
going to be reading this book. Got it.
I'm probably picking up this book. Which, like, let's see how it goes.
Good
I
to
just
know.
have,
Good
I just
to
have these,
know.
I just have
During
these pieces.
AAPI month, guys.
I want to support good books, and if she's going to be writing comics, I would like her to be a little bit more versatile than just to be writing self inserts.
Yeah, I think that's a little bit too early to say on her second book. What Witch is saying is kind of early to be complaining about that when it's only her second book.
Okay, yeah.
Just second, like I said, give her some time.
Like
Give her some time.
a completely original character that she could have had full.
She wrote
control
one
of,
comic book and then she wrote her own character.
Yeah, we can
Mm-hmm.
revisit this conversation number 3. When we get like number 3, and it's just like
Yeah.
the same character with like
And
a
she
wig
was
on.
she was a sequel story. It's like a steady 19-year-old.
Gotcha.
Oh, wait till
okay.
you. If I ever get a book at Marvel where I can bring in an original character for like a first appearance or whatever, you're gonna fucking hate him because
Yeah,
he's
the
basically like a derivative of my Sona, who's basically just me.
Okay.
I think it's fine as long as your character doesn't if you write a North Star book, don't create a character and then have that character overtake the book. Because that shit used to kill me right through that.
Oh no, I
Like
actually
with-
have ideas in my brain. I just don't have motivation to write it down right now.
Mhm.
I'm currently writing the backstory for my Star Trek Sona, and I'm still stuck on the first chapter.
Mhm.
Bitch,
Gotcha.
I don't like writing fancy words, okay? I don't like doing Vulcan speech. Leave me alone.
Mhm.
I don't like it.
You need more than Vulcan
I want
speech.
to
You
write
need that.
gay
You need that.
people. Let me
you-
write gay
yeah, you-
people.
You need that.
Mhm.
You need that pseudoscience bullshit they be talking about.
Ugh,
Yeah.
the science bullshit. That's my
Mhm.
problem. That's why my character is a security officer, guys. Anyways, besides the point.
The worst part is Star
Yeah,
Trek
we're
actually
definitely-
has science, bro. That's the worst part.
All right. So anyway, got any final
Long
thoughts on
story, good on her. Cryptid was he By the time you get a third book, we just want you to be a little more versatile. That's all he's saying.
Yeah, do something
So
outside your box.
we
Like,
wish you the best of luck. We're not going to harp you. I'm going to buy the first issue, which is going to get an issue critical
Yeah.
use. So we'll support your
When I
first
remember
book.
when is this book coming out? Does anyone know?
oh geez, I just got out of the page actually, so I'm pretty sure in a couple months.
I'm gonna be on the rooftops watching the comic book stand from across the street and making sure that nobody gets in and robs it. All right, that's gonna be.
Okay, yeah, just save me a copy, okay?
He's
Save me a
not
copy.
going to add to your money, but he's going to make sure you don't
Because
lose
I'm
money,
just
okay?
saying,
Right.
if this book is not at my main comic shop, but it's at my other comic shop that I go to, I guess I'm taking an 1.5-hour long bus ride just to get it.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll check out the first issue. If it's good, we'll probably keep going.
We'll be on. We'll be honest. We'll be honest and critique it. So yeah.
Sure.
Anyway, all right, then audience.
Stay tuned for my Marvel debut, guys.
Ugh, gross.
Okay. Anyway, our next topic.
Supergirl becomes a Blue Lantern, and her hairstyle.
Okay. I was about to say she looks like a Blue Lantern.
You said hairstyle. No, also you said hairstyle. I looked, I tilted, I squinted. I was like, "Where's the hair?"
Literally, I was like, "Where's the hair?"
It's not a good photo of her because she actually has a ponytail that comes around her shoulder.
Oh, okay.
That's better.
But if you look at this, you have like Carol, like the worst era Carol.
Yeah. You would not be able to tell if this is Supergirl audience. So right off the bat,
No,
that's
this looks like a
problem.
Blue Lantern.
Yeah.
The whole point of this is that it's an inverse of when Power Girl became a Red Lantern.
No, Supergirl was a Red Lantern.
Well, same thing. I mean, she was a Red Lantern and she's a Blue Lantern.
They're actually very distinct characters.
But I'll say this, at least when Supergirl was a Red Lantern, you could at least see that was Supergirl, just with a Red Lantern themed costume. This right here,
this is just a bad picture.
Yeah. Well, take at it from whatever angle you can. I don't see an aspect of Supergirl in this.
No, be fair. That's because her actual current outfit's not that great either.
Okay.
So this is the Blue Lantern outfit on top of her regular outfit that's been changed to where she has pants and all this other stuff that looks stupid. It's a bad outfit.
I don't hate the design. I just don't think it's a Supergirl design. Does that make sense?
Exactly.
No, that's what we're arguing. We're not saying it's a bad design, but it's not a good Supergirl design.
Yeah.
It's not a Supergirl design though. That's the thing.
Yeah. Austin, when I saw Superman from Injustice, right, become a Yellow Lantern, it was still a Superman themed Yellow Lantern suit. This right here, I see nothing.
No, but my point is he was wearing a traditional Superman suit when he had it on.
Mm-hmm.
She was not. She was wearing some bullshit. That's what I'm arguing.
Okay, gotcha.
He had an ugly suit on, and then she got this power that went on top of that ugly suit, so it's a worse suit.
Gotcha. And most notably, you couldn't see the ponytail, so from the look on this, they gave her a short haircut, at least from first glimpse, audience. Knowing how audiences react to this sort of thing when you fully clothe a character like Supergirl and then tend to give her the short haircut, it never tends to end well. I've noticed, so. We'll see where this goes.
And the funny enough is, I blame Carol for that.
Yeah,
people remember Carol with long hair was a totally different character, and then when they tried to revamp her, Captain Marvel, they cut her hair, made her more materialistic and materialized, and it pretty much ruined her character for her current fans at the time. And that Carol had to rebuild her whole fan base.
Just to say it's clear, you said materialistic, you just meant militaristic, right?
I meant both. That's why I said it the second time.
Oh, I'm making sure. Okay, because
no. So before that, she was more about trying to be a famous hero. And then after that, when she first started being Carol, she wanted more stuff. Isn't that what materialistic means?
Oh yeah. Okay. I'm making sure. Okay, that was a bit. I never heard that combination for characters before, so I was like, what?
That's why it was weird.
It just ended up being that that hairstyle ended up being associated with a very
it was with Karen. It was right like the peak of the Karen era.
Yes, so you could say that. Yeah. So I wouldn't have picked this design specifically to go with Supergirl, just based on how I know how audiences tend to react with this sort of changing up of design. I mean, remember what's her name? Harley Quinn, right, from Absolute. I already know some people were not thrilled by the plain dull aspect that she had in that universe.
To be fair with that too, I will argue that it was not that she was bald and stuff. It was more like you made everyone else to that point horror monsters, and then Harley Quinn was just a bald girl.
A bald girl with designs that doesn't really
Joker is
pop out.
KY. We saw, Bane. Remember, this was before the Penguin and Two-Face design.
Oh yeah, true.
So she was our first regular looking design, and it just didn't make sense based on everything he set up.
Gotcha. So yeah, we'll see where this goes.
I brought it up to Kara in the Discord. I don't like it, and I know. So what I mean is, people are like, "Oh, I'm so happy she's a Blue Lantern." I've been wanting like more people outside of the Lantern Corps to be Lanterns. The reason I hate this idea is because anytime, even like when she was a Red Lantern, anytime they do this, they have to do some bullshit to justify them losing the ring. Because these are oaths you're supposed to take for life. These aren't oaths you just do for 5 minutes and then take off.
Remember, audience, the thing with a Red Lantern is if you lose that ring, you die. But they had to make a special exception for Supergirl,
No, I had to hit Carl with the, when you hit the Red Lantern, the Red Lantern infuse your heart. So you remove it, you die. With the exception of Power Girl, of course. That's what I said. I keep forgetting it was Supergirl as well. But
no, it was also specifically if you lose the source of your rage. Yeah, the lantern ring pops out of your hand, so you can never stop being angry, basically.
So you always have to do some bullshit to justify non-lantern people losing their rings because they can't keep them forever. And I always think that cheapens the point of the oaths.
Yep. Seems
like this would be cool as a what if or alternate universe stuff, but you're saying in the main universe again for like the 5th time you're going to make a random person lantern. You have to be like, oh, new writer, guess what? Fuck this power. Then it doesn't matter.
I still remember that point where Batman was close to being the Yellow Lantern, and he tried as best he could to resist that. To like, no, I am not going to wear yellow. No. So yeah.
But you inspire great fear.
At least with those two, those are like one of the 2 rings you can't just casually take off.
Yeah.
Because those are the first 2 originals before they made all the color spectrum and made them all special. Yeah. So the green one, the yellow one, you can't just take off and just not do your job.
So, okay, what are the aspects of a Blue Lantern audience? Like, damn, it's been a while since
you inspire great hope.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, hope. That's the biggest thing.
And that's why everybody wanted Superman to be a Blue Lantern.
Yep. Well, it made more sense. Well, it made a lot of sense. So. Okay. Well, okay. Trying to think of what storyline they will want Supergirl to wear this lantern ring,
There's also another thing, like you're making a character that's already super powerful, more powerful. So they got to up the threat to justify her having that power, but also have to be low enough that she doesn't call for help from other powerful people. So apparently the Blue Lantern power, they can heal, offer protection, overcharge the power rings of other corps, so it's like a support thing. They also had the power to drain or neutralize yellow rings because they were fooled by fear.
Yep.
Because the hope is the opposite of fear, which is supposed to be, but fear is supposed to be the opposite of will. Remember?
But the root of all terror is fear.
I hate that dumb shit.
They really would. It does seem like a cool idea to give a Kryptonian a lantern, but then when you're actually writing story, you have to stop and think, oh my god, we just gave an overpowered power to an already overpowered character.
Yeah, but it's gonna be for like a story arc. They're probably gonna take it back. It's just
they kind of.
But then you have to do the whole thing undoing the oath. We kind of keep the oath. So it's like okay,
yeah.
So hopefully they have a way so she don't have to fully say the oath when she puts it on. I think it's fine. But you have her commit to this thing and then be like, oh yeah, we can just undo it whenever. You know how fast people just quit doing their Green Lantern job?
Well, if you inspire that much hope, it's okay.
Well, to be fair, with the Green Lanterns, I mean, like, you can't afford to step down from the Lantern Corps at that point, given how many humans lanterns there are, so I'm sure what Simon Bad's doing these days, audience. I'm sure he could pick up the slack for Hal or John or Kyle or Jessica. Yeah, you know. So,
So like that,
Poor
it's
guy.
not a good design. I'm personally not interested in the story premise, so I'm not going to check it out. But I won't fault anyone who cares or likes the idea of people, not non-lantern people getting rings.
Yeah.
The problem
mean-
also is the power is based on creativity, and they usually choose like the most uncreative people of all time.
That was always supposed to be Kyle Renner's thing, you know. He was the
Yeah.
artist. who
Kyle was
could
the
do
actual
things-
artist,
Yeah, he could
and
do things that
the-
do things that other lanterns couldn't, you know.
so that does bring up how are you going to make her constructs different from anyone else? If you know anything about like John Stewart, he was a military man, so all his stuff is more sturdy and militaristically built.
Yeah.
Whereas like okay, he was also an architect. So when it comes to buildings, he's building like full on proper like structures. Compared to how like, oh, I'm a basic, even though I'm a air fighter, I'm a basic guy. So I'm doing like punching gloves and stuff like that.
Yep.
Or guy who's like, I'm from the streets, I'm gonna hit you with a car.
Pretty much.
So you have to, if you really want to make her different as a lantern, you need to focus her construct being on only things made from Krypton.
Give her a horse. Give her back her horse,
Have her
audience.
build stuff from Krypton. Show us all this stuff from Krypton that we never got to see before from her point of view. Like, if you need to make a house, make it a Kryptonian house. Let me see it like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like that. Make it unique to her.
Gotcha. But we'll see.
Like, even
hey,
the people behind her, for some reason, she built a city, and it just Metropolis.
That's true. Well, as we know, when it comes to writing smart characters, creativity is only as creative as is the writer, you know? So we'll see where they go with that. I forgot, who's writing this book?
I have no idea.
Man, we always gotta remember, like, you know, hey, whoever they put on this book gives a sign as to what we can expect, whether it's good or bad, you know? So let me see if I can find that person.
Maybe some rando that you don't know.
Yep. Ethan Park and Griffin Sheridan, people I have never heard of, write a
Who
book.
was right? Who was right? Austin,
Yeah.
give me my fucking
Which knows
flowers,
you so well.
bitch. Give me my fucking flowers.
Actually, Austin, this is an Elseworld story.
There you go. That's
That's
fine.
about
That's
right.
totally fine. There you go. That's perfectly fine.
Yeah. Okay.
There you go. That's about right.
Oh, so Ethan Park apparently did Kill Your Darlings, but he also did also a few other Elseworld series stories for Supergirl, like Supergirl Survive. I don't remember that book was good, but I do remember people talking about it.
Supergirl Survive.
So he's just returning back to a well that he's been in before. There's nothing wrong with that. So it being Elseworld fixed a lot of problems I had, so I might check it out.
Actually, I'm looking at the article right now. There is a little bit more to this story besides her being a Blue Lantern, because apparently she will be taking care of an infant Kal-El, her cousin. So she's gonna have babysitting duty here.
Oh, so the ship doesn't land on Earth and it just lands somewhere
Nope.
else and they get the blue ring and then that's all. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. So it's a different take, but we've seen worser takes before.
No, they've done this thing. They've done this thing before.
It's a similar take. It's a similar take, just with a Blue Lantern. I feel like we have like multiple stories where she had to take care of Cal.
There's like old classic stories about that shit. Where, yeah.
So it's an interesting take on a classic story. That's what it said.
Gotcha. What's old is new, audience with a little.
The question is, does the baby get a ring?
Nah.
He doesn't inspire hope.
I think that'd be funny.
He doesn't inspire, that makes him the chosen.
You don't have to get a hope ring. I'm saying he gets a ring.
Oh, he's a ring.
Imagine baby Kal-El gets a warp ring.
He just stoically stares at Krypton exploding, and the Green Lantern ring's like, you know what? You get one. Here you go.
Oh my. Okay, guys. I'm reading further into this, right? So, okay, she was in the Lantern Corps. She had Kal-El with him, and when she decided to go back to her planet, she finds that it's destroyed. So she basically creates her city back using the Blue Lantern ring.
Oh, so it's not parallax for the Hal story?
Yeah. Yep.
Hope.
So she creates a city of blue, audience. A city
It's
of blue.
okay when a Kryptonian does it, though, because we can't fuck with them. There's nothing we can do, so give them the hope.
Well,
anyways.
So it's to keep her cousin safe.
Yeah.
Well,
anyways.
it's her way to cope.
It'll be interesting to see if she's a lantern before the planet blows up, and she still has Cal with her already.
No, I mean, I never remember that Parallax story.
that's
Originally,
like
when he remade
Cal
Coast
with Trump
City,
or something.
when he remade Coast City, the Guardians came in like, "Whoa, you can't do that." I just don't want to deal with Kara. They're like,
Well, to be fair, you're
Well, to be
telling-
fair, the Guardians. I don't know anything about the Blue Guardians. I don't think the Green was more.
Isn't
Jake,
isn't it just a Green Guardian that just went off and did his own thing? I thought that's what they're. Well, that's what the show did. I don't know if that's
Jake,
true.
to be fair, they were telling a human not to do that construction,
No,
but
no.
now you're going to have to tell a Kryptonian.
Yeah, I was like, oh, look, I gotta
No,
talk
so,
with the Kryptonian.
Originally, how the city, West Coast, wherever it's called, blew up. Hal remade the city, and then Kilowog and them went to go check on him, and he took their rings, and that's why the Guardians showed up and said, "Hey, yo, you can't do that."
Right,
Gotcha.
And then they retconned to be a Guardian that turned evil who was possessing Hal or some dumb shit.
Because Jeff Johns loves Green Lantern. Hal Jordan.
I mean, to be fair, Jake, that's probably some of the best writing Jeff Johns ever did when he was on Green Lantern.
No, that's fair.
No.
I'll never appreciate when legacy characters who already struggle to get in their name in the main spot, and then you just go like, nah. Actually, it's like, all right, bro.
Gotcha.
That's funny because the Parallax thing became like one of the best well-known things about Hal. It's just like, oh, I like with him.
Right.
Gotcha.
Anyways, what's
Anyway.
next?
Anyway,
Yeah, what's
audience,
next?
you have final thoughts before we move on?
No.
Okay.
I'm more optimistic about it. I'll probably check out issue 1.
Gotcha. Well, I'll check it out just for the premise alone. That's what's winning me over.
If she looks better in the book, I'll check it out. If she don't, I'm not reading that book. I'm be honest with you.
If the artist shit, we're not reading it.
There you go. You would think like if you're making a Green Lantern book, you will get like the best artist, one of the best artists you have at your disposal, right, audience? You know.
Anyways, let's move on.
Okay. Speaking of people with
Oh
new
my
comics
God,
and
it's
design,
Yeah, you
the
deserve
Earth
that.
X
You
variant.
deserve
The
that.
Earth X variant of that fucking look.
just without the American flag, which colors.
No. Honest, he's more clothed here than he was in Earth X. Like,
Yeah.
I think Paradise X. I don't remember what book that was.
Leave his toga alone.
Leave his American flag toga alone, cryptid.
Hey, if anybody's allowed to wear the American flag as clothing, it should be Captain America. Just want to say that, audience.
And he,
you know,
and he was like
he rocks
completely
it.
like blue. He was like
Mhm.
and with like the fucking American flag toga thing. I wish we had a picture
Yeah.
of it, but
He
no
ju-
one
he-
texted me to look for it, so I didn't look for
He just
it.
rocks those colors. Some people have one color they're good at. Like Captain America just has 3 colors, you know. So, okay, but anyway,
but you know what Earth X Cap doesn't have?
what?
A sickle.
Okay, let me give more context on the sickle thing, audience, because like I already read the premises for the next couple
Communism.
issues.
I don't know.
I hate it. Yeah, I didn't want to bring that up. I didn't like the
Was
fact
it
that
actually
they had to give him
communism?
sickle. Well, no, it's not commun. Oh, well, I think I should wait for Austin to come here. He bounced.
R.I.P. Austin, he died.
Okay, but anyway, we were briefly talking about this when we had our movie night yesterday, audience. But anyway, so yeah, for some reason, Chip Zdarsky decides I'm going to put. Hold on a sec. I think I got a message. Jake, did you get a message? Oh,
Yeah, bring him in.
okay. Okay. Austin was just showing us that picture. Jake, you're in charge of bringing up that picture, man. I can't do everything, all right? I need 5%er somewhere, you know? You've heard of 1%er audience? Jake needs to be my 3%er, all right? So
One day they'll
Look,
teach you that.
I take 5% of all of the work done here.
Okay, there you go. Yeah. Okay.
I
So-
take 5%.
Okay, so let's put it this way. I do 90% of the setup, which does 5%. Jake, come on, 5%, man. 5%.
I keep noticing how in all these discussions you don't even bring up Austin at all. You're like,
Exactly. I'm the one. No. First of all, that was rude to bring me
Look,
up.
Austin has
Nah, because
wrong in his entire
it was
life,
like which
okay?
inserted himself into it. That's fine.
No.
And then he's like, okay, you have to deal with the remaining.
Here's the thing.
It's
Here's the thing. I
because
used to pay
unlike
10%.
Witch and you, I chose not to take responsibility for anything, but you chose to, and you went
Listen,
And then I
back.
said I'm
listen,
busy. I
I
can't
used
do it all the
to
time
take-
anymore.
Listen, I used to take 10% of the responsibility, but then I got burnout, and so now I take only 5%.
To be fair,
Yeah.
Mike, I was just helping finding topics. I haven't found any recently.
Gotcha. Anyway, so let's bring up the picture now that's here.
Bring up Angel Captain America, Angel
Okay,
Steve Rogers.
Okay, this is
I
kind
can't even remember the context behind how this happened.
okay.
to
Look,
be honest with you.
this is the sort of look I would imagine Cap having if he was in a Ghost Rider story audience. You
I don't know
know,
about Ghost Rider per se.
he'll be
Maybe
the
like
anti.
a Dark
He'll be the
Age or-
anti. He will be the anti Ghost Rider. You know, angelic, with the colors of hope, this
I
and that. You know.
I
Mhm.
know in Paradise X and Universe X by extension, but it's been a hot minute since I've read both of those books. Granted,
No.
I kind of skimmed those books. Marvel is the Messiah in this universe, so you know.
Oh wow. Okay.
This
okay.
is not
I
the
feel it.
craziest thing out there.
Yeah, we've seen worse designs and depictions of characters.
You know, it's
before,
actually
audience.
really not that bad. This is actually not
Yeah,
that bad. I've
yeah.
seen worse.
Yep. So there we
Fun
go.
fact to piss Jake off: it was the first universe where Reed became Dr. Doom.
Wow.
Thanks, Alex
Then I-
Ross.
Then I shall go to that timeline and correct the mistake.
Also, Galactus is doing impromptu celestial abortions. You're welcome.
Oh yeah, that's also where that idea came from, which became a mainstay with Galactus.
Yeah,
Yep.
because of Earth X, yeah.
Gotcha. But anyway, going back to like the situation.
Galactus is just your mobile
Also,
abortion
Peter
clinic.
Peter Parker is a cop in this universe, which I don't fuck with that much, but that's just me thing.
Eh,
He's a cop with responsibility. He's like John
There we
Nolan,
go.
bro. He's like
there
John
you
Nolan,
go.
the greatest
trust-
cop that ever lived.
You could trust him upholding the responsibility of an authority. But anyway, so going back to this.
Sure.
Back to this topic with Captain America, right? Okay, so the premise is apparently Chip Zdarsky is going to give a side mission to Captain America where he's going to still be with Doctor Doom in Hell, and they're going to be and Captain
So what a
America's going to
story!
help.
Yeah, he's just gonna be in hell with Dr. Doom. You know, just
Why
doing
not?
a side
Why not
quest.
be in hell with Doctor Doom? Fuck
Yeah.
it. We ball. Anything's possible if
Yeah.
you put your mind to it.
So Doctor Doom requires Captain America's assistance to go find this weapon, which is a sickle that
So
could
not
kill
communism.
Mephisto.
Got it.
Yeah.
Not communism.
Yep, to kill Mephisto. But I'm just thinking, like, of all the designs of a weapon, why did you choose a sickle?
Why
Really?
not? What's wrong with a sickle, Cryptid? What's wrong with
I
a
mean,
sickle?
I'll think a sword will be better, to coincide
Why
with
is
shield and
his hair-
sword.
Oh, wait,
Swords
wait.
are overdone and overplayed. Give
Wait,
sickles
wait,
the love
wait,
and respect
wait.
they deserve.
Awesome.
Wait. Why is his hair glowing?
I know.
Because of the sickle.
Yeah,
Because
that
he's
thing
in
is
hell. Because he's in
The
hell, I
sickle.
guess.
No, the
Yeah.
sickle's probably giving us some magic powers or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Put some
no.
respect on the
Yeah.
sickle's name, okay?
I assume that was.
So
I assume that's
I
what the-
get what Crypt is saying. It being a sickle isn't really a problem, but you really don't pair a sickle with a shield. Of all the
Yeah.
Why
that is
not?
kind of a terrible for fighting because if you get stuck, you can get stuck very easily. And you have the shield covering your other
Mhm.
hand.
You know
You
what?
know,
Fuck it.
it's-
You know what?
Yeah.
Give Steve
It just seems
Rogers
like
a
an odd-
bat lift.
Yeah.
Jake, give
I
Steve
ain't gonna
Rogers a
lie.
bat lift.
A bat lift would be
what?
kinda
Oh
cool.
yeah.
Mhm.
Give
It just
Steve
seems
Rogers a
like
bat
an
lift.
odd choice.
Yeah.
I mean, but audience, they were able to make a shield and a hammer coincide with Steve. So I mean,
Anything's
We'll see.
possible if you put your mind
see.
to it, Cryptid.
we'll see. I
Even
mean,
if
I
you
don't.
just have to kill Mephisto. You know how badly that's gonna go for some people.
Yeah, but also, like, I'm kind of like a little curious. How does this fit in with everything that Chip Zdarsky's setting up with Avengers Assemble and and his own Captain America book? It just seems like a out of nowhere detour for Steve to be having an adventure in hell with Doctor Doom.
Why not?
I mean, given the fact that we've seen the story set up in the future with the what's it called, Armageddon Assembled. I don't know how this coincides with that.
We didn't talk about this on
Well, I
camera,
guess
but
we're gonna have to read and find out.
Next time
I
on
just
Captain
didn't
America.
talk about this on camera. But
And
it
that's
does
what
just
you
feel like they
hungry.
needed Steve out of Latveria for Red Hulk to prepare for the other heroes.
Yeah, because like this might. Yeah, the only other thing I could think of is as Austin pointed out, this might be Chip's way of kind of pushing Steve aside. Maybe he's going to be bringing in David Colton to fill in the shoes at the moment, because if anybody read Weapons of Armageddon this past week, that dude got serious that dude got serious upgrade this past week, audience. So it wouldn't be out of the ordinary to expect that David's going to be the temporary stand-in for Steve at the moment. I mean, he was a Captain
If you want to
America.
see what the upgrade is, you'll show up
tomorrow.
Oh yeah, definitely. We got a lot to talk about that issue, audience. It was really dope, really dope. But bottom line is, I feel like we will eventually see a face-off between David and Red Hulk. It just seems like so much buildup is being made towards that.
Someone needs to humble Red Hulk just for a little bit, and I don't care
Hey,
who
you
it's
know
gonna
what's
be.
funny?
I just need him to be humbled.
We're talking about how Red Hulk need to be humble. Why there's literally a horror monster Hulk he can go fight right now.
There you go.
You don't want that
You
fate.
can do both things.
I know, right?
He's like the guy who talks stuff on the internet about somebody. He's like, well, why don't you go talk to him though? Well, I mean, I'm kind of busy, and I'm trying to.
That was a pretty great game. That was a captain. I kept saying for that
I
home and
read
the
the Hell Marine book, so he had to deal with Hell Hulk. Okay, I don't want someone's got to stop them. There's too many Hulks, and I say this nicely. There's too many Hulks.
It's funny you should say that, because a couple 10 years ago, Jerry Duggan had the same idea, which is why he created Doc Green to thin the herd out in Hulks. But hey, all those Hulks ended up coming back anyway. So
yeah, thanks, Al Ewing.
There's too many fucking Hulks, and Sasquatch is included in that because I hate Sasquatch.
He actually is included that by fact now. Al Ewing fucked that up.
Well, he can't even turn into the big orange monster anymore, which is good because he got humbled because of that.
Yeah, Doc Green had that.
Thank you, Doc Samson. Everyone says Doc Samson.
Gotcha.
It's so weird, bro. It's so fucking
weird. Anyway, I wish I knew what Chip was going for with this route, but I know he likes the interaction between Doom and Steve. So
I do also think I do want to bring this up because I saw a lot of people talking about this. It does also feel like with Steve being the main character of Doomsday and Doom being the villain, that Marvel also kind of scrambling to create more lore between these two characters.
Yeah,
I really hope that's not the case. I really hope this is just something Chip wanted to do. But when it comes to comics, we won't know until after his run's over. He talks about it.
Well, Lawson, we already knew damn well that this arc was completely changed at the last minute from what Chip originally wanted to do. So, yeah, remember those original Captain characters that were supposed to pop up, but they got shelved, pushed aside. They only wanted America to be the one.
They wanted to bring back S.H.I.E.L.D. for some reason, even though they did it in another book. It didn't have to be in Capt America.
Yeah. So,
anyways, communism. Yes, that is a real thing.
Captain America weaponizing communism to beat the devil. That's kind of funny.
To kill the devil.
But the power.
That's all I got.
He wields the capitalist freedom in one hand and communism purity in the other.
See, that's how we achieve.
Okay.
That's how we achieve world peace.
He is the avatar.
Okay, we need
socioeconomic policy.
We need William Burnside back. He was the Captain America communism smasher, so we need him back.
Well, he's not here, so the closest we have is Steve Rogers. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. I want in this garb. I want Captain America to come back to America with the sickle and shield in hand, with the new commandments of socioeconomics.
No. He has whatever the doctrine of capitalism is in one hand. He has the Communist Manifesto in the other,
and he fuses them together. Creates a holy ritual
for socialism. I don't know.
Oh God, no! Oh God, no! You guys really want me to do something to drop? You guys,
Cryptid, you had to have expected the communism jokes because he's holding a sickle.
I
don't know what you expect from us.
That's why I did glowing red hot. By the way,
that's why I didn't. That's why I feel like it's an all-ball choice to give him a sickle.
Why not? You have to combine both parties to create world peace.
You guys really want to throw out these story beats to get me to drop Captain America, don't you?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying what I'm seeing here.
Yep.
We also, if you notice, his shield is cracked up, by the way.
Yeah. I thought that was just a design issue.
No,
that is the failure
it's cracked
of
all the way through two times,
hand.
and then the other two cracks just reached the star.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, this is the cracks of capitalism
And it gets brought back. It gets brought back stronger than ever. Which,
That's why he must go on his quest.
For socialism. For
To get it,
socialism.
capitalism is broken. He needs to find out what works with communism and fuse them together to save the American people.
Exactly.
If he does this, prices will. If he does this, prices will finally go down to affordable prices. You understand?
And then maybe Red Hulk will calm the fuck down for 5 seconds.
Yeah, once Red Hulk can afford a casual dinner for $10, I'm sure his price will go down. All right.
Okay, so communism jokes aside, real quick, I want to actually analyze this as someone who does design OCs. The outfit, he is in hell, right? When this takes place. Okay, thank you. I can see why he would do this. Can someone send me a picture of what Cap's suit looks like in this book so far?
It looks nothing like that. Like probably this. It looks like he's wearing a whole different outfit.
Like this. I figured. Because I'm like, where did all this extra fabric come from?
Because remember, when he died and got sent to hell, he was naked.
Oh well, okay, that makes a lot more sense now. Thank you for elaborating.
It feels like Mephisto or Dr. just gave this nigga a sheet or gave him his cape and said, "Put it on."
You know what? At least it's better than nothing. At least Doom gave him at least something to wear.
You gotta tell how homemade it is when you look at his shoes.
A crime in hell. Committing the
you look at his leg part where his shoes supposed to be. You see him. He just tightened up the cape with some rope, with some red thread,
with some string.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see where this goes, audience.
I don't hate it.
Yeah. I'm more just
it's not
like
terrible. It's just like, oh, you should probably let us see this in the book before you put it on the cover.
Yeah. I kind of want to see what it looks like in the book before we make an assessment.
Is he going to come back with the commandments written in the back of his shield, audience, and
the communist
Americans?
Commandments?
No.
Bro, he's in hell. So you're like, isn't the commandments of doom?
What commandments are you talking about?
We'll see.
We're not bringing up the Bible.
He better not bring out the 10 commandments from hell. Okay, that'll be a problem.
Hell, kill the pedos. I mean, that's actually a good. That's actually
kill more people. Bad people, please. We need help down here.
The Punisher was right. The Punisher was right.
Kill all pedos.
That would be very funny. The devil comes to the planet. He's like, I really like the Punisher. I see he sends me bad people all the time. It works out.
Yep.
Kill all pedos. That is the number one commandment of the new commandments. Kill all pedos.
There you go. There you go. But anyway,
there you go. That's something we can agree on.
Gotcha. Yep. Definitely. People like them deserve to be in hell. But anyway, any final thoughts before we move on to the last topic of the night, audience?
Let's try to finish it in under 10 minutes. In 8 minutes.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Austin said no problem. No problem.
Austin, you want to do the honors?
Static Shock joins the Teen Titans, and I hate it.
Hey, it's the Titans, Austin, not the Teen Titans.
But that's why I hate it. We did all this stuff with the Dakota incident stuff to set up bringing Static back, and you immediately just threw him into another shitty ass team book.
Well, to be
not the leader, he's not going to be a big important role, and he's going to be playing second fiddle to the main team, like he always does when they do this.
Okay, well, to be fair, if I see Static in the team and I see that there's Nightwing there, I mean, I'm automatically going to go to Nightwing and assume he's the leader. You know?
Nightwing, Cyborg, and Terra.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look,
and you look at that back, you see Spoiler.
And you also see what the fuck is her name? That one
Yara, the Brazilian Wonder Woman.
Yeah. I forgot her name. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
Yara something.
And look, Cyborg's with the Titans again, where he belongs, right, audience? So points up for that.
Not with Doom Patrol.
Not. Well, he was ever. Wait, was he in Doom Patrol? Forgot.
In the show.
Yeah, in the show he was.
Oh wow,
they did really good in that show, despite him not having to connect to that group.
Gotcha. They put him on Justice League and they put him on Doom Patrol, but they were struggling not to put him on Teen Titans. They really were fighting for that audience. Okay, but anyway, going back to this, this is going to be part of the DC.
Also, don't like the white man.
It reminds me of Sam Wilson, the cowl he had.
Yeah. They should have wanted the full black mask.
Can I tell you one thing I appreciate about the Static design?
What?
They didn't give him the Killmonger hair.
They were struggling too. They were struggling not to. I promise you.
Yeah.
But I like this hairstyle though.
Yeah.
It looks fine, yeah.
As
They're not
someone
having
who
the
only
code
likes
incident.
to draw long hair on men, regardless of their hair texture, dude, I can appreciate this.
Yeah. It was a happy medium of two styles. But I also like the fact that they gave him his trench coat back. I mean, my version.
I can
of Shaq
appreciate
had
a long coat. I love a long coat.
Yeah, you know. So, yeah, funny enough, audience, like look, Teen Titans and Static has been like something that they've long since wanted to do. I mean, going back to the animated shows, right? This was basically like what 20 years in the making because they originally wanted Static to be popping up in the Teen Titans show, right? But there was like some writing issues or property issues going on, so they couldn't make that happen. So as a consolation prize, they had Static Shock join the Justice League and cross over with them multiple times. Which, hey, if you look at it from hindsight,
No,
it's like
if
failing
Captain Marvel
upwards.
can join the team, then Static Shock can join. He's technically older than that child.
Yeah, that's why I was like saying like, hey, this was technically an upgrade. Like, hey, if you have a choice between joining the Justice League and Teen Titans, who's going to seem like the upgrade? You know.
And
So
to be fair, by the time he did the crossover with Batman, Nightwing was still Robin, so Teen Titans wasn't a thing technically.
well, no, it was because I remember when Static went to Gotham, right? He was in the Batcave, and then he asked Batman, "Hey, where's Robin?" And Batman said, "The Titans." The what?
No, that
You'll
depends
meet
on
them
the
someday.
episode.
You'll
Yeah.
meet them someday. Yeah, they were alluding to the Titans being part of the animated universe, you know? So, yeah. But anyway, regardless, it all worked out for Static at the end because, you know, he was pretty much given a promotion. Instead of being in the minor leagues, he was in the major leagues, you know?
Because they made leads and then they proceeded to do nothing.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. Like he had a good crossover when we got to see an old man.
He had
Static.
he had a good crossover episode, but that's my point. If you're saying it's the major league to be like an Avenger, but anytime anything goes, but you're only in one Avengers event, and any other time they don't think to call you, you're not in the major leagues. Okay, you're the reserve. You're in the bench.
I mean,
Reserve.
Hey, we saw a good design of Static as an old man, thanks to that.
He's on the bench for the championship team. All right.
Not
So
bad.
he still get a ring, but you know.
Hey, even that's considered an upgrade, man. If you're on the bench of the A-Leaguers, I wouldn't say that that's something to fall down on, you know? So,
I want you to tell that to Tigra fans.
oh, but...
dude, one time I got a commission from my friend who wanted me to draw both Tiger and Wolfsbane in the same drawing, and I was like, okay, I'll do it. It was manga versus Tigra, by the way, if anyone was curious.
But I just think this is a little bit disingenuous. Oh, my bad.
No, I'm just saying I got paid $60.
After how well the Dakota Incident did, and they doing all this to tell you, oh, if you this book do well, we'll give you a Static Shock book, Icon book, hardware book, all that stuff. And then you not only go back on that promise and they just throw him into a team book that he has not really done great in.
Yeah.
Even like the team shows when he was in Young Justice, he wasn't done great.
I thought they were very limited on what they can do with Static in that show.
They still are very limited what they can do with him. That's why my brother's like, you don't put him in a team book.
Oh, okay. Yikes.
So you can't focus on them too much because you don't want to keep having you already got to pay the people to use Static Shock, technically, or pay them some. So like it's a weird situation that I think putting him on a team book led by Nightwing of all people, who's going to eat up most of the screen, is probably not the best idea.
Yeah, his ass isn't assing enough. I should preface that about Nightwing.
Yeah, even here they put his ass in the scene.
Yeah. I'm trying to look at the premise of this. So apparently in the article it says Static joins the Titans as DC sets up a massive new Amazon storyline. Huh.
So he finally joined the Titans, and your first thing says, "Oh, I'm gonna make the story arc about Yara Floor, whatever her name is."
Static's first mission with the Titans is to go to the island of the Amazons. Audience, wow.
So his first mission to go get jumped because they don't accept him like that.
Fuck it, Weeball. That's the premise of this. Fuck it, Weeball.
And then you got spoiled on the team for the first time. They didn't even talk about her. She's not even been in comics for years.
Don't you just love it when that happens? When you get to see your favorite who hasn't been in a comic in years?
Yeah,
We
I
hope
feel like
to
this
see
would
them
have been an
very
announcement too.
She's been missing.
Okay.
All the Bat family been asking about her. She finally shows up. She don't even get a mention in the article.
Yep.
Disappointment.
Because you know, Cryptid, she's been
classic
missing since like a year before they turned Tim Drake by.
Yeah, I know that was like a really big controversial moment when they wrote her reaction to that. When
Yeah.
she found out that Tim was bi, and she kind of treated that like, "Oh my god, this is the best day ever." This is your biggest love interest for several decades now. Like what?
Well, that's probably why she's like,
Okay,
oh,
you
now I
can
can have
still
two
be happy
boyfriends. You go.
you can still be happy that
I don't think you will be like it's the
some
best day
kind of
ever.
boyfriend
Yeah.
it finally is true to themselves. Okay, I don't want y'all talking about gay issues ever again.
No,
okay?
I'm just saying if the person you love, who you're in a relationship with,
You could
all
still
of a sudden,
be bi in a straight relationship, dude.
no, I'm just saying, like, if he bounces and you don't know where he's been,
Yeah.
and then you come to find out that
It was more that situation where you two are together. He comes out as bi, and then suddenly you two are broken up.
Yeah.
Some shit happened.
And then she treats that
but
like
the
it was
problem
the
is
best
shit
day ever.
didn't happen. It happened off screen. They didn't show it. That was the controversy.
How do you think I feel about other ships that same shit
She-
happened? Anyways, besides the point.
Okay, but yeah. Anyway, we haven't really seen her pop up since that in anything major.
Right.
Dang, I still remember when DC Rebirth happened. Like, she was really traumatized when Tim Drake was supposedly killed. You know, like she was becoming a rival to Batman. I know I can't beat you, Batman, but I will be an obstacle for you. You know, like dang. You know?
I hate when they do that shit. I know they like to hype that stuff up, but you can't be a vigilante and then be surprised or mad that your boyfriend died doing his job saving the world. And then be like, I blame you for teaching him. I taught you too. You didn't kill yourself.
Also, I'm disappointed in you guys.
What happened?
Yeah, I just wanted
we went over the 2-hour mark.
Oh, well, yeah, just a lot.
You fucked it up, Cryptid. This 1 minute delay. In the show.
About Stephanie Brown.
We're in an inch, might as well take a mile, audience. So, yeah.
Who the fuck is that behind your floor?
It looks like they're related to Trigon.
No. I know who that is. I'm talking about the other side.
Oh, I can't really see it that well, so I can't.
It's an Asian girl, but she's doing like the cutesy pose. I don't know who this is.
She looks like a schoolgirl. There's a full page spread of like the other characters are going to be in here. Okay, so of course you have Static.
She kind of just from what I'm seeing, she kind of looks like the daughter of Cheshire.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're right. Ooh,
yeah,
that could be wrong, but that's what it looks like from first.
It's probably her.
Also, audience, John Kent is going to be here, and you have some red guy that's here who kind of looks like Trigon, a teenager.
I literally just said that.
He does that a lot. You got to get used to it, sadly.
Hey, I have to look at multiple monitors at the same time because I'm also trying to read the article while.
It's funny you're looking at a monitor, but during that time you can't hear. Apparently
you can't hear. Apparently, you go deaf.
I have a lot to do to set this all up, but anyway, yeah, that's everybody that's in here. I can't. Really
I just wonder.
Premise.
I just wonder where Corey and them are now because, unlike Raven, who for some reason is stuck as a Teen Titans despite being older than she was older than most of the team originally.
Mm-hmm.
They keep having her get stuck on Teen Titans because Beast Boy's there, even though they don't want to do that romance. It doesn't make sense. So,
didn't they age up Garth? Like, what the fuck?
I don't even know anymore. To be honest,
it's unfortunate to have a superhero name that says "boy" in it because that's all they're going to want to write you as.
We have characters who are grown ass adults that have like boy.
To be fair, he legally cannot be called Beastman.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. That's another obstacle for Beast Boy. You know, so
they can upgrade his name without having to deal with the law.
It's just unfortunate. It's the IP situation, you know. Like, yeah, technically Bucky shouldn't be going as the Winter Soldier, and technically Jason Todd shouldn't be continuing on as Red Hood, but it's just too ingrained in their character.
That's his brand,
you know? Yeah. So that's why everybody knows.
Okay, I can give you a great example of an adult character that has boy and or girl in their name. Okay, do you want me to give you an example?
No.
Squirrel Girl. She's a grown-ass adult. She's in college.
She just became an adult, all right? They retconned that.
Marvel Girl has also been an adult for a hot minute.
Yeah, but she's an idiot.
Okay, well, anyone can be an idiot when you have.
She only goes by Marvel Girl when it's convenient. It's weird.
Marvel Girl when it's convenient. Phoenix when it's not convenient.
Exactly.
All right. Are you Marvel Girl? Not today.
Not
just
today.
saying,
No, I'm
Phoenix,
being
I
great.
have a giant
No, Jake,
firework
that's
in
an
me.
actual
I'm gonna
panel. You can actually
impregnate some
find that
random
panel.
lady.
just saying, like, well, didn't Sue Storm go as Invisible Girl for a while, but then she upgraded her name at a very early stage, and now she's an Invisible Woman.
To be fair to her, she was allowed to because the main identity is the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, so
And
there
also,
was
wasn't as-
special arrangement
yeah.
for her. You know, so
Yeah, so the brand is Fantastic Four, and then her character name was that. So it's easier to upgrade that compared to changing the Fantastic Four to being officially like the Fantastic Five for a whole year or so. But it is what it is. Titans as a premise, I never really liked. It always just felt like Young Justice is really, it was like the younger Justice League team. You're an adult, but you're not good enough to be in the main squad. That's why I never liked Titans. You're upgraded from Teen Titans, but you're still not that Justice League.
Yeah.
You're like the backup team, guys.
Basically. And then you had the whole run like a few years ago where they were setting up Nightwing and his team being the main Justice League team. They just completely went back on.
Don't you just love the status quo, audience? The forced status quo? Dang.
I will say something to this, because as Jake said a long time ago, he did like this Amazon lady, the Yora Floor. So seeing her still show up and stuff is very good.
Can we finish
people
this
did
up
like
in
her
the
book.
next 5 minutes?
Yeah, we can wrap it up really now. There's nothing really else to talk about.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys were
Sarah should not
yapping
be
about
here.
this.
Stop doing. Stop laying
y'all brought up Static for like 2 minutes, and then you guys went on to anything.
Because it's uninteresting to have him here. To talk about.
Did you know that villains can be in the Justice League now?
Did you know that villains can be in any superhero team if you put your mind to it?
Bro, the moment they had Harley Quinn join the Bat family, I was done with that shit. Okay, I don't care. I don't care.
No, I mean like uncompletely turned villains to be in the Justice League. Yeah, okay.
I know.
All right.
But that's what I'm saying. But once you have Harley Quinn next to Jason Todd on the same team, I was done with it.
Don't forget about Azrael. Don't forget about Azrael.
Just because a character becomes a villainous character becomes popular doesn't mean you put them on the villain team. I don't see Loki ever joining the Avengers after all, you know.
Well, to be fair, Terra, despite betraying the Teen Titans in betraying the Teen Titans being her only story they do multiple times, it's somehow still on the team. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't fucking know. Anyways.
Yeah, let's end the night, bro.
Gotcha.
Anyway, yeah, my friend is like, "Where are you?" Like,
yeah, see, audience, you ruined Witch's Night.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, my captain of my starship is like, "Where the fuck are you, bitch? Get on the bridge."
Captain, my captain.
Anyways, audience, let us know what you think the new commandments of hell / the commandments of communism should be in the comments below.
Commu-socialism. Capital communism.
Whatever.
Of course, communism commandments will be from hell, audience. But anyway, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you all next time.
Anyway, bye guys. See you next week.